Let's just get the ball rolling.
Let's get the rolling ball going down a hill.
Get into the rolling monkey ball down the monkey ball.
It's your father.
Hall.
He's gonna roll you down a hill, as if you were a bowling ball, and the hill was the lane, and
he's gonna guide you into a strike.
Yes.
Whatever that means in this scenario. So, how you doing? We're back into it, back to the games, back to the fun, back to the stuff, the things, all the ones people like.
Doing
back
well.
To the hammers.
I'm hoping that the constant hammering in the background isn't too loud or distracting. It's definitely distracting me.
I think it's funnier the second time.
It's funnier. Yeah.
It's funny to say. I think it was pretty good. I think it was funnier that time. I liked it. It only gets better with age. But yeah. Speaking of age, your father.
Yeah, your father is older than you. Just, definitionally speaking.
Older than some. Kirk hammer. Strict weapon typically used by the Highland Church hunters. On the one side, an easily handled silver sword. On the other, a giant obtuse with silver stone. A rifle spear. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Loading screens are fun. Ooh, look at the funny crops.
He's jumping.
I have a question.
Yes.
I like birds and all. What's the difference between a crow and like a raven? I actually have no clue when I see them.
They are both corvids or corvidae, something like it's something.
Corvids.
Corvids. That's the name. That's the name I'm looking for. But yeah, it's like a family of birds. They're similar. Yeah. Ravens are a bit bigger and smarter. That is the main difference.
That is right. Ravens are actually really smart creatures, from what I've heard, and from what I've seen of YouTube videos of cravens dropping rocks into water to get food, and solving puzzles and mathematics. I don't know when we actually, discovered that ravens were smart enough to start giving them mathematical equations. I don't remember when that first came about, but somehow people have ended up in a place where teaching math to ravens. I assume more likely what that is they're just seeing 1 + 1, and they're just memorizing the numbers, but not actually like understanding them.
Yeah, not actually understanding the numbers.
If this is that to that, then it's that. It's like if you have like 2 + 4, they know it means 6, but if you have 4 + 2, they're just lost and have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Crows or ravens, as it has been said.
The raven, caw.
Yeah, I've been recently seeing a bunch of ravens, and I'm like, wow, they're freaking huge.
You've been seeing
I never
ravens?
really
Where?
noticed. I've just been seeing them about recently, just like at work, and I just sometimes look out the windows, and they're just several in trees. There's just a lot of craven fellows.
Oh, yeah,
a lot of craven fellows,
and
they're craving my blood. Just a lot of ravens. Just for whatever reason, I've just been noticing a lot of them. Where I live is just a haven for birds for some reason. They're like my window used to have this thing where the top window was unaligned with the bottom one. It like came out of its like whatever the heck and just like slid down a bit. I had no idea because I have like the curtains up at the top. This like you have like the shades, but I have like a curtain over it. So I didn't know that part was down at all. And so like every day I just hear like birds because there was literally no barrier between my room and the outside.
Yeah.
And so I was hearing birds as if they were just in my dang room. So I know a lot of birds, a lot of bird calls, and they're all annoying.
They're all birds.
They're all annoying. I had to listen. I listened to the birds for years. I was just like, how can birds be that loud? Genuinely, I had that thought many times.
Oops.
Just existing. Why are you staring at like a scarecrow?
I don't know. I saw it and I was like, oh, I've never noticed that. It's a freaking scarecrow. That's funny.
I also haven't, but it's not a raven. so I don't care.
I'm gonna make the monocular this first one instead of the second one.
Oh no, not the second one, or whatever you were talking about that I wasn't paying attention to. Why do you keep stabbing yourself? What are you doing?
It's completely out of accident. Just pressing the wrong buttons.
I'm just like, what are you up to? You're staring at the crow, and then just like injecting yourself with random things. I don't know what, for some reason, I played this game many times. For some reason, I thought that was a bunch of snakes in a wheelchair.
Oh, it's just
I don't know what was wrong with my eyes.
It's just a pile of snakes.
A pile of snakes in a wheelchair is a funny idea, and I actually really love that. I've played this game so many times that I should not have had that mistake. I don't know how I did that.
How does that even happen?
How does that even happen? Again, I've played this game enough times to know that's that enemy. There is no snakes in a wheelchair in this game.
Did I ever? I didn't.
Oh, I'm losing it.
So
and we only just started.
Yeah.
This is good.
Already losing everything. Good. All the marbles are just all over the floor.
Have you ever actually played marbles?
You can play marbles?
It hurts. It hurts.
Wait,
I don't know why
how do you
this
play
was ever
marbles?
a game. You've never played marbles?
Like, well, what is the actual game?
The game of marbles is a game where you have a bundle of marbles. You have just a handful of marbles. Your opponent also has a handful of marbles, and then you have this one bigger, thicker, heavier marble.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it's called. It's called like a thumper. I don't know what it's definitely not called a thumper, but it's got a name like that. And that you take that and you just flick it with your finger into the opponent's marbles, and then you want to just hit all their marbles or something in like past a certain point. And if you do that, you win, I guess. But you're launching like the biggest marble and flicking with your finger, and it hurts. I don't remember why, but we did that for one time in school. It was so painful. We had other like similar games. We had this one. I don't remember what it was called. It was these like little goofy like plastic figurines. I think it was called like Crazy Bones. It's the exact same concept for the most part. Only you line them up and just flick one of them at the opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And you knock down their line of their Crazy Bones. That was a fun thing at school. We did for a while, but it was the Pogs and the it was the Pogs of our day. But. It was not actually a very good game. It was just fun to collect them and whatnot. But yeah, it's basically just marbles. And the other thing is those also hurt a lot because you're just flicking plastic.
Yeah.
You got little baby like weakling fingers. You're not yet calloused on the. Most people also aren't calloused on the back side of their hand. In any case.
No.
Gotta be to play those games. Gotta be to play marbles.
Or you could just hit it against your you could flick it
just
with...
gonna get black and blue.
I mean, you could also flick it with your nails, but then you could risk breaking your nails. And
I feel like that also is gonna be worse because have you ever like this? I think the skin under your nail is much more sensitive.
Is also a lot more sensitive, so that would probably just hurt more.
Exactly.
Even though it is protected by fucking a layer of keratin that should be more protective than it actually is.
Say keratin?
Yeah, it's made of keratin.
I thought keratin was the thing in carrots that made your eyes stronger.
No. No.
I thought that was keratin. I don't
know. No, I'm pretty sure keratin is a material that, like, certain bone structures are made of, like talons and, nails.
Talons?
Talons, as in, like...
Talons.
Like a freaking bird is, he's clawing at you with his talons. They're made of keratin. It's just like,
keratin is the key structural material making up hair, nails, feathers, horns, claws, hooves, calluses, and other outer layers of skin. So, I guess it makes sense that it actually would be good for your eyes, because your eyes have, like, fibrous, like, not hairs exactly, but if you actually, like, looked at your eyes, like, really close up, you can actually see, like, the fibers and whatnot that make up the iris. It's freaking crazy.
It's pretty wickety whack.
It is.
What's also crazy is how just melanin works in your eyes.
Melanin is crazy because it's all over your body and does a million different things, all of which are pigment.
So many different things.
Skin pigment, hair pigment, eye pigment. Like it controls so many different things. Different types of hairs have different pigments. Like you could have like a different color, like mustache and beard, to your actual like eyebrows, hair, eyelashes, all that whatnot. For whatever reason, I don't know. It's so strange how like keratin's everywhere. It just affects everything, but does it in a billion different ways. It's cool. It's interesting. I love it.
Did I go the wrong way? Yes.
I absolutely love like I love that all that kind of stuff. And like like recessive traits and all that whatnot.
Yeah, you see,
there's something really cool about like having like a rare eye color or something. Like if someone like that has that, I'm just like, wow, that's so cool. Even though it's such a mundane thing. There's something about it. It's like, wow, I haven't seen that before.
I mean, my eyes are gray, so it's like a very weird, mundane eye color.
Yeah.
That's also just like kind of strange because like it's like technically speaking, I have like genes for like blue eyes, but there's just like a slight amount of melanin that like just in them that just makes them like slightly grayer. Because the orange just like cancels out the blue, essentially.
Yeah.
But you can, if you look really closely at my eyes, you could see like very tiny specks of yellow, like in the center, around the pupils.
You know what's interesting about that? I was going to say I have a similar thing where I always thought I had hazel eyes. But I've learned I think I actually have I just have central heterochromia. Where the outside of my eye is
that
like
is
blue,
technically what it is.
Green.
And
the inside is
also.
like orange yellow.
Yeah.
It's just got like an inner ring and an outer ring. And I always thought because it looks a lot like what
It's not even that uncommon. Also, it's just like
it's not
strange.
that uncommon. It is technically fairly rare because there are just so many different types of eye things and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's like it's definitely not unheard of. It's cool though. Eyes are freaking cool. I don't know why, but I remember I've gotten like compliments on a handful of things. One of which is my voice. The other of which I've gotten a lot of compliments on my eyes over the years. People just being like, "Wow, you have really nice, really pretty eyes."
It's great that like this conversation of our eyes, you just can't see either of us during the entirety of it, so you just have to take our word for it.
Either of us.
I am funny.
Woo!
I am funny.
You think it wasn't planned?
You'd think it wasn't, but it was all a ruse. You've been played like a fucking fiddle.
Yep. It was all leading up to that joke. That was the reason we did this. That was the whole point of the stream.
All right, so back to the game.
Tell me more.
I've had a thought about our build since last time, and I think.
What were you thinking about?
And I think the best way to go is just to use both the Saw Cleaver and the Holy Ludwig sword.
Ludwig's Holy Blade.
Yeah, that one.
I am the happiest man
it
from here to
represents
Timbuktu.
two sides of your father's like character, like his working man's side, but also
ethic,
his ethical side.
His work ethic and his ethical morals. Church.
Yes.
I teach morals at church. So ethics and then work ethic.
His work
ethical man.
His work ethic. Yeah.
I wish I had a second word to put before like ethics. It would make it sound a lot nicer. It'd put a nice little bow on it. My mind's not.
Got 16.
My mind's not that good.
No.
But I like it. I like the. No, I was thinking the wrong word. I was gonna say I like the juxtaposition, but it's not a juxtaposition.
Not at all.
It's just two similar things. It's just serendipity. Don't mind if I do. So I have a question, Ivy.
Yes.
Is there any purpose? Is there any symbolism and meaning behind the runes you're choosing?
No.
Or are you just doing the ones you would normally do?
I'm just doing the ones I would normally run at this point in the game. I don't think I'm gonna do anything particularly symbolic with the runes.
If we find something, we are gonna do it.
Yeah. If we think of something.
Ivy, variety is the spice of life. Gotta change up the game every now and then to make it new.
To make it or break it.
Make it or break
did I
it.
talk to the funny man? I did not.
Why didn't you do that? He's so funny.
Yeah, I gotta go talk to the funny man.
Who's the funny man? Me?
Yeah.
Ha!
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Who's the funny man?
Oh, he's funny. You'll see.
Is he?
You'll see just how funny he is.
Is it Mikolash?
No.
He has a funny voice.
He does have a funny voice, you're right.
I like the way he speaks. Oh, he's great.
Cos. Or some say Cosum.
Mhm.
That's actually like a thing. That's actually like that line is actually like kind of interesting because
Is it?
because it implies
Prove
that
it.
you know like cause is just referred to by different names, and I think that's like a weirdly overlooked part of like lore building and like world building is like you know people come up with different names for the same thing,
Yeah.
and you know.
Different cultures, different
cultures,
tongues.
different stuff like that. And
Yeah.
you know, I just think that's like an interesting thing. You know that they
is cool.
they call it different things.
I actually prefer to call him Kosm because I think of Kos only as the island that is Greek, the Greek island of Kos. It's Turkish. Owns the island of Kos. I need to actually. It's owned by Greece.
Yeah.
Kos is owned by Greece, and so that's the only Kos in my heart. And so I like to say Kosm, personally, just for that reason. Also, for those of you at home, you guys can donate to a good Kosm
Can they?
Patreon.
Oh yeah, our Patreon that it totally exists.
It was a funny joke. I just had to make the joke. I couldn't waste that.
You're
What
welcome.
a funny fellow.
What a
I
funny
like
fellow. He's just so funny.
him. He's quirky and quaint.
Oh yeah.
Just a goofy ball. Cannon.
Okay.
Yeah. Can it be canon for this run?
Can it be? I don't know.
I'm asking you.
Well, I'm asking you. We're both asking each other
Not
the
how
same question.
questions work. This
Oh,
has solved
look at
nothing.
that
All you've
damage.
done is cause more confusion.
I could actually kill.
Sorry,
things
all
now,
you've done
it's
is
crazy.
cause more confusion.
Just causing more confusion.
That's gonna be a joke.
This is the name of the episode now. Cause 'em for confusion.
I like it. I enjoy it. It's good enough for me. Speaking of which, what were we talking? What were we just on before we got sidetracked by Cosm?
Well, I was talking about the funny man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, who is the funny man?
He's that guy I just talked to.
We already talked to him.
Yeah,
When?
he was so funny. Don't you remember him?
No. When did you talk to a funny person? I'm so confused. Was it the tonsil stone man?
No, it was the other dude.
Who?
The guy that the guy that was
I
eating people.
remember who it was now. It was the guy in bandages.
Yeah, that dude.
I completely forgot that happened. Genuinely. I had already forgotten that any of that had happened. I was so caught up with costs
Awesome.
that I could. It just totally left my mind. We had talked to that guy. Something Yosefka's Klibnik.
Yusefka.
Mm-hmm.
Iosefka.
Mm-hmm.
Iosefka. You.
I like that her name is like just a female equivalent of the Russian equivalent of Joseph.
Yeah.
Because in Russian, it's like Yosef.
Yeah.
Yosef. And Yosefka. It's cool. It's a good ladder. It's very long. Very arduous.
Mm.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He's dead. It's the pirate from the Scooby-Doo movie with the zombies. Scooby-Doo and the zombies island curse. Moon? What was... Wait, what movie am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Scooby-Doo and the pirate. Remember, it was like, I think it was actually like the first Scooby-Doo movie. It was like direct to DVD or something like that. It was they go to like the freaking pirate island. And there's actual ghost pirates. Well, there's a ghost and actual pirates. Pirates were zombies. It was so spooky and so scary. You know what's weird about... I was gonna say something. I was gonna say SpongeBob. You know what's weird about Scooby-Doo? There's just actual things in Scooby-Doo that were actual monsters. Do you remember? Do you remember that?
Yeah, that is sort of weird.
Besides, like, there was like 4 or 5 direct-to-DVD movies. They all had one style, so it was probably like the same.
The only one that I remember at all was the Loch Ness Monster one, and in that one, the Loch Ness Monster was a fucking like animatronic machine that was piloted by a dude. But also at the very end of the movie, it's like the actual Loch Ness Monster just like ominously poses in front of the camera or like slithers through the water or something.
What?
It's like what?
What? Oh no! It can't be. Jesse. But yeah, but I remember like besides like in the actual like movies. Who's that?
Yeah.
Is there actually? Can you actually tell the difference between the goopy people? You know, can you actually tell which one is which?
Well, this one is always here. But you can't tell which one is which.
Who was that person?
That
that was Yosefka.
No, that. Oh yeah, this one is the original Yosefka.
Yes. I forgot for a second.
Yeah, there's one. There's one that's just sort of like wanders this area, and that one is the girl. What's her name?
Hints.
The little girl.
The little girl.
I think the little girl is the one that wanders the area.
daughter.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does she have a name?
I don't think she does have a name though.
It's
just a little girl. Yeah, this one right here is dude we just sent here.
The beast.
Yeah, the beast man. As you can tell because he's like, on the floor.
He's eating.
And then over here, this one
gloopy as he was in life.
And this one is like he's all like patchy and stuff, and this hand is just a regular
needs to be
human
watered.
Yeah,
that's an actual hand.
Yeah, because this guy is like only partially transformed and shit. But yeah,
I thought he was.
Yeah, this one is the guy in the wheelchair from the very beginning of the game. Blood Administrator.
What happened to his wheelchair? And then also.
What do you mean? What happened to his wheelchair? It's right. Here.
The lore.
So much lore.
That's actually pretty cool. I'm sad that he got. That's a shame. Also, I'm sad that he only got half a job done on him.
Is there a way to one, the experiments had to be done on someone.
I mean, she could have just continued the experiments instead of leaving him like a jellyfish on land.
Maybe he died from the experiments.
What if she just kept experimenting on him so he looked pretty whilst dead and not like a decaying jellyfish
with a human hand?
The human hand. But I just want to finish my thought on Scooby-Doo for a second.
Yes.
Scooby-Doo. I just also remembered, like, besides that, I just have this one memory that, like, actually haunted me. There's so many times where I'd see just, like, an episode of, like, a show, and it would just be, like, I'd see it once, I wouldn't know what channel was on, and it would just haunt my brain, like, did that actually happen? Was that just, like, a dream? This episode of Scooby-Doo was, like, what was like that for me, where it's like, did that actually happen? Because it's ridiculous. Like, the episode starts out, like, the gang, they go to freaking, like, a beach. And they go for, like, a sandcastle building contest. And Scooby and Shaggy are, like, the kings of sandcastle building. They build very big ones off screen. And then the camera widens. And then you see they built a big sandcastle. It's like, oh, how'd they do that in 2 seconds? That's really impressive. And then there's this kid who's like, I'm angry because they built a better sandcastle. There's these people who surfed on upside down surfboards with scuba tanks underneath the waves. Exactly. I don't know what their end was. I think they were just having a good time, but very menacingly.
Just obviously having a good time.
Because they didn't do it. They didn't do anything. They were completely innocent of all crime. Like, they were like, just see them. I was gonna say, no, yeah, surfboarding under the waves, just following the gang. Like, whilst the gang is surfing, it just like goes on the waves. Like, there's them, and they look at each other, just following directly behind them. It's like, oh no, they're gonna get them. They don't. Like, that's like where the commercial happens. But then they go in like the underground mines. It's like, oh, these people are trying to scare people so that they could use the underground mines. I don't know, something. They're like, oh, rats. And then it's like, oh no, the monster's still there. What? And then the monster scuttles off into the sea. And then Velma's just like, you know, Scooby, some monsters are real. And it was just like, what the fuck?
What?
That's how this ends? That's how that episode of Scooby-Doo just ended? Excuse me? I think it's called like the Coral Monster or something like that. Like I found it like a year ago. It was just like, this is the most ridiculous, stupid, incredible thing. What? It was just like, I can't believe that was not a fever dream. It's so ridiculous. Oh my god, but there is something magical about just like finding something that you lost or that you thought was not real, and you discover, oh my god, it's real. I have evidence, I have proof. There's still many things I've not found proof of. What does a didgeridoo will haunt me forever. I doubt I will ever actually find proof of it. But I had like a magical, incredible, the most amazing experience of my freaking life. This was actually just like, I screamed when it happened. I was at a concert. It was a concert. It was Beck and who's the other? Cage the Elephant. It was a double concert, and then they had like 2 openers. There's one band, I think it's called like Sunflower Bean, and then another band called Spoon, which is a band, you know, I knew like one song of, which I thought was a good song. I still enjoy that song, Don't You Ever. It's pretty freaking cool. But whilst they were playing that song, whilst they were playing like their like 6 or 7 songs, you know, their little opener bit, literally a song I had been like trying to find on and off for years, since middle school. They just play that song, and I'm like, oh my god. The song is called Do You by Spoon. They just started playing it. I was like, wait a minute. Oh my god, I've been trying to find this song for literal years, and I'm at a concert live whilst the band is playing that song. That's how I discovered that song. It was such a magical experience. Cause do you know that feeling, just like you hear a song on the radio, you're like, oh, that's a great song, and then you just try and find it, you just cannot.
Yeah.
And you just have to like search.
Well, I don't listen to the radio much, but probably.
That was such an incredible experience. Oh, it's so cool.
Ow.
Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I had nothing else to say there.
What did you even say? I actually didn't hear. I just heard you interrupt me.
Fuck you.
You did not say that. That's not what you said. That's a lie. That's not true.
Yeah, you're right. No.
Oh no, not him. Not Spooky Spangler.
Oh, he is a spooky spangler, all right. Where's Madman's knowledge? Where is it?
What?
Is it over here? There it is.
I don't know. There it is.
There's the
You
stuff.
really wanted that one Madman's knowledge.
I really did. It's very important.
It was very important to you.
Oh yeah.
I'm a collector of rare knowledge.
Knowledges.
Come browse my wares. Just open a coat, and then there's just brains.
Brains.
Oh, that's actually cool. A cool idea. You just open a coat, and a bunch of voices just start like flooding out of it.
Yeah.
It's just like, I sell knowledge.
I sell no. Sure.
Just a bunch of whispering voices just pop out of it like, you smell. 2 plus 2 is 4. She doesn't love you. It's good. I love that. I like that idea.
Ow! Oh god! Ah, shit. Well.
Oh, he's so buff.
He's too buff for me. Now I have to
Even
kill
though
him.
he's
Shit.
a twig, he is all bone, but he's using it to his advantage.
I'm really upset that I didn't. That I still haven't bought the freaking Holy Ludwig blade, because I could kill this guy very easily with it, but instead I have the stupid weapon.
Do we have enough like crunchable?
We did.
Stuff to make it?
Oh, crunchable stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I think I used them all.
What? I'll believe it. That's fine. You're one of those people who actually does that. I'm a purist. I only get souls from killing enemies.
Oh god. Well.
Did he just do like a backflip or something?
Yeah.
I swear he actually just did like a mid-air backflip.
Oh yeah.
Like he jumped and then did the backflip after.
Jumped? Yeah, he jumped and then did a backflip.
I swear. That's how it looked on my screen. It was pretty freaking cool, I will be honest.
He's very skilled at what he does.
He is a Jedi. He was actually supposed to be a Darth Jedi.
He was supposed to be the chosen one.
George Lucas just cowered it out. He was like, kids don't like Jar Jar. They're not gonna like this weird like fly head man.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? I'll just make Count Dooku. Now give this man what for?
I'm gonna give him the ghoulies.
That's the spirit.
Oh! There we go. Nice.
Day.
See, that's what I meant to do the first time, but I accidentally walked too fast, and he spotted me instantaneously.
Dead on arrival. Fair enough. What is that thing?
It's a...
I've always wondered why it can shoot
flower,
magic
something
missiles
like
and meteors.
I don't know.
It is so...
Are you
It's very
fucking
strange.
shitting me?
Well, that's not good. That's just bad luck.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna lay frenzies in your brain.
And not if I can help.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch. Yeah.
It's just that
right
easy.
next to some
sometimes.
fashion that I wanted to look at also, which is good.
You just want to look at it.
Yeah,
just
wanna
gonna
look at
window
it.
shop.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready to buy
No, just
it.
check it out.
Yeah.
Bark, bark.
Gunshot.
Gunshots.
Snappy. Put it back.
No.
You didn't pay for that.
You want to know what's under here?
What's under there?
It's the lecture hall.
Oh, how did it get there?
Well, this area was at one point in development meant to connect there, and so this door has an unused opening animation, but there's nothing actually below it.
Isn't I thought the lecture hall was in a different dimension.
It is. That's a memory of the lecture hall, which is actually physically located here, I think. Is the lore behind it. Wait, I wanted to go back. I didn't want to fight this dude yet. No.
Why
I want to
not?
spread my soul. Oh no.
Oh, you're right. Wow, you have a lot. I didn't realize you had so many.
Well, it's because I killed the boss and then just didn't do
Killed
anything
the
with
boss. You killed the boss. You're right. Took me a minute to remember what boss we just killed. Like, less than 5 minutes ago.
them. It's almost
Pretty
like
dopey
he's
today.
easy. After you kill the first one. Literally the
Oh,
only challenge of that boss is just killing the first dude.
You just gotta make sure you kill the correct first dude.
It doesn't actually matter which first dude you kill.
I don't know about that. Also, just not taking too long.
Because they all have the same AI.
Because the longer you take, the more snakes they become.
That's not
The
true.
more
It's
snakes in a
actually
trench
depending
coat.
on how much damage they take. Bam.
I've been lied to my entire life, including by myself.
Yeah, they actually start transforming once at least one of them is like below like 80% health, something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you know? Never had a clue.
Just barely. Oh, we need so many more twin bloodstone shards.
Oh,
Oh, no.
twins.
Twins. Let me put on
Oh.
the freaking blood rapture.
Well, I won't argue with that logic.
Nope. Let's see.
Do
Some
they
of
have
those.
twin bloodstone shards?
No.
No. Oh. Ooh.
Is there anything else to do before Rom that I can think
No.
of? I don't think there is.
I have no idea. Is there? I'm sure there is, and we just forgot. What was that fashion you wanted to look at?
Well, that's in Bjergenworth.
It's on the way, I assume.
Bjergenworth.
I mean, I don't know. Can we go to Hypogia Gal? Wait, not Yahar.
Have we not gone to
Yahargul?
Yahargul?
Did we? No. Wait, did we? No, we did, because we got the lady. That's right.
I think we got
fight
the
Dark
lantern,
Beast
but
Parl.
I didn't. I think I died. Without.
We definitely
actually
got
getting all
the lady
stuff
at
there.
least.
Yeah, we got the lady.
We
I
could
think I
fight
just
like
died
Dark Beast Parl
and like
and all
didn't
that.
do anything there. I don't remember.
I think we just lit the second lantern and then just pieced out.
Yeah, I think that's what we did. I meant to go grab all the frickin' shards there, which is probably why I don't have enough for the sword.
Yeah, we could probably go do that. There's fight Parl, kill some little freaking scuttlebugs.
Ow! Oh god, it does so much damage.
He's spraying you with dust, and it's gonna make you sneeze because you're allergic.
Yeah.
It's like Luigi's Mansion, where you have the vacuum, and then you suck, and then you can also blow, and he's doing the thing where you blow, except it's actually effective at doing something. Why does he have so much health?
I don't know.
I hate it. The worst offender of that, I think, is the Raven or whatever.
Oh
what's
yeah,
his
that
name?
fucking asshole.
What's his name?
The bloody crow of Canehurst.
The Bloody Crow. I hate him so much. He's the
actually
worst
the fucking
offender.
worst. And he has like 2 blood vials or something like that.
The thing is,
Or no, he
I
has
think,
like 6 blood vials. Never mind.
like blood vials also heal up to like a defined limit. It's always
Yeah,
like 40% of your
is
health or
always
something, or
40%
30. Yeah.
40% health.
And so the more health you
30%
have,
health
the more it
is,
heals.
You know, the blood bullets do 30% of your health. You
Yes.
take 30% of your health and you heal 40% of your health with blood vials.
I remember things
Numbers.
surprisingly. So I remember some things very surprisingly well. Weird fact. But so
yeah,
the more health you have, the more you heal. And so those guys with like giant tank health, mammoth health pools, if they heal, it's just like, oh no, there goes my afternoon.
Yeah, if you'll notice, this hole in the floor
It's
is
the
actually
same as the one from before.
Same shape, yeah.
That's because below here is the lectern.
The lectern.
Below there was originally supposed to be the lectern, but then I put it below the lectern.
Yep.
The college of Boygan White.
The college. The college.
College is for losers.
Bjergenworth.
Universities for snooniversity. No, sir. Learning? No.
No.
That's what I say. And that's how I got to where I am in life. Nepotism.
Nepotism.
Yes. If you kill him, you get a funny rune.
You do. It's the eye rune. It increases your item discovery.
Uh-huh.
Or not the eye rune, the star rune.
It's good. It's close enough.
I think there's an eye in the star. That's probably why I thought that. But I don't know. I don't remember.
Listen, Ivy. There's no I in you and me.
I think there's... Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
There is no I in you and me. Just remember that. There's also no I in rune. There's also no I in I.
Yeah. There's no I's in anything, honestly. It's just a worthless letter. Why do we even use it?
I is one of the most useless letters. Scientists recently discovered that back in 2012.
Yeah.
But only published the papers yesterday. The government was worried it would destabilize the government, so they didn't let it be published.
Yeah.
But then they published it as an act of rebellion.
That is 100% correct. I will not argue with any of that. Hypogean Gale.
Hypogean jail. Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it's pronounced jail. Even though it's spelled gow.
Gowl.
Gow. Saw hunter badge.
True AL hunter badge.
Yeah, normally how I go through this area is I'll fucking grab this stuff before I actually go do the stupid thing.
I have a question. How's it the Unseen Village if there are people living here? Or are they like blind or stupid or something?
Yeah.
I mean, really? Like, come on.
3. So I have...
Unseen Village.
So I put
Not anymore. You know what I'm talking about?
Still need 6.
I have eyes.
Oh yeah, you've got eyes.
You know what I mean? Oh, there's an old lady. Well, there she goes. She's now dead.
She wanted to take your eyes.
She did kind of want to take your eyes a little bit. Hi, honey.
I'm home.
Symbolism.
Symbolism.
Oh, it was your mom and your wife all at once, and now they're both dead. And then there's your wife again. I love symbolism.
Oh, it's so great.
Fun. Yeah.
Just lightning paper.
And
paper.
lightning paper, just
Not
for
lightning.
good luck.
Yeah.
Thunder paper.
Thunder.
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 Thunder. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna kill these dogs.
Good. Speaking of thunder, it's been storming a lot recently.
Yeah,
It's actually
very humid.
It's really funny.
And I'm not
Summer
enjoying it.
just ended. Literally, for some odd reason, the shift between August and September has been so jarring. It's been literally about a 10-degree difference from August to September. Like it was like the high 80s, low 90s, all of August. September 1st, it's like 73 degrees. Now it's like...
Except it's just really humid because there's been so much rain.
It's been really humid as well, so it's disgusting in a swamp. But it's funny because just as summer ends, it's just immediately 10 degrees colder the next day.
Yeah.
It was like you could time your watch to it. There's something I thought it was just really, really funny, ridiculous, but also well overdue. I like the summer. It's nice. It's warm. I really enjoy being able to sleep in sheets again.
Yeah, it's nice being able to actually use a blanket.
Yeah,
and not have it like covering only half of my body.
It was getting so hot. I was just sleeping without blankets. Which is something I never knew I could do until recently.
Who's gonna upset the balance first?
A weird psychological thing. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I should fucking go upgrade the weapon.
Upgrade the frickin' sword. Yay.
Whoa.
Don't forget to repair your items. But if you upgrade them, you don't have to repair them because it brings them to all full durability.
Actually, hold up.
Even if they weren't at it before. Ho ho. What a tip.
I'll put both the HP gems on this because it's not gonna have as much damage right now.
That's fine. I like it in concept.
And this way I could just, if I'm just running around with HP, I can be like wham and regain.
Yay. A swing and a hit, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, so many
Freaking
hits.
ba-boom. Big smack thing.
Boom, crack 'em.
Very well.
Yeah. Well, no one ever think of that before. Just put blades on a sheath.
Yeah.
Then you don't even need a sword.
Hmm. Hmm.
You're in incredibly deep thought right now.
Yes. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Welcome. Very well.
Alright. Think I'm gonna go to 20 endurance, probably. Around.
It's good enough. It'll do.
It's good enough.
It's good enough.
Alright,
Let's
so
go.
Tom, Rom the vacuum spider. I'm trying to think
Yes.
of its symbolism, what it means.
Well, you know what they say.
grand
Rom the
scheme.
vacuum spider was not built in a day. It's a symbol of work, effort, power. Rome.
And now I'm going to destroy it.
And now it must be destroyed.
Because
It's a symbol of the boss man. It's a symbol of
No, because I was fired from my job, I need to destroy everything that I've worked towards. It only makes sense.
Yeah. You just gotta
This is
burn
my
your
former
bridges.
boss.
If you were fired,
This is
so
what
why
I think
not
of
burn
my
the
former
bridges?
boss, at least.
Yeah. Rom, he was like the guy
Oh, it
that
is
the
the eye
boss
rune.
just
It's
always
just
gave
shaped
the
like a
promotion
star.
to
Okay.
instead of you. That was the boss. This is Rom's the guy that the boss always gives the promotion to instead of you.
Yeah.
And all these, well, you know, I'll explain it in a sec. But let's say he just has a lot of like hangers on. People like to be like, oh wow, he's so cool, and talk to him at the water cooler and not you, as well. That are less cool and less of a giant spider than he. Some might describe as.
Look at all those eyes.
Its mouth is freaking scary.
Yep.
Disgusting.
It's also got eyes like all over its body.
Mm-hmm. I have eyes on the back of my back. I've never actually looked at it with this much detail. Or care.
What's also
Very weird
interesting is that
spider.
it has like all these holes and stuff here.
Yes.
And like,
Hopefully
just
no
has all
one
these
watching this
tiny
has
legs here.
tryptophobia.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully no one has tryptophobia. Tryptophobia warning. Retroactive tryptophobia warning. Enabled.
Fucking.
You fucking missed.
Fucking.
That was pathetic. And they're the hangers-on, the people like who are like, oh, he's so cool. He's the coolest kid in school at the workplace.
Ow.
Joining in, making you feel not as cool symbolically as giant spiders might be attacking you would feel. One might say, if they were writing a very edgy song from the mid-2000s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He also has a very thick skull, a very thick head.
Oh. Oh god.
Alright. Now, take the fight to him. Beat him up. Yeah. Whoa-hoo. Ba-boom. Boom-bam. There's something I learned. Apparently you could follow, I think it's the light.
Yeah, it's the light of the
Whatnot.
moon.
Yeah. And that's how you know where he's going to spawn, somehow.
Well, she.
This is pretty neat.
Don't misgender
I
the
don't-
spider.
Listen, I don't have pronouns for genderless things. People say them. I feel like them is. I feel like it's not correct to use.
Ow.
The only like actually genderless pronoun is it, and that's incredibly offensive. Them is just poor grammar to use.
Ow. Oh god. No! Come on.
I've heard many arguments against that, but
That was some bullshit. I got fucking bounced around.
that's how it goes.
Ah, man.
Hunter's Mark. Hi,
Hunter's
my name
Mark.
is Mark.
Oh.
I'm a hunter. Hi, dangling upside down.
Yeah. Well, that's... Now I'm upset.
Well,
That could have gone so much
hate
better.
that
than
fury and
that.
channel
Channel it. Yeah.
it. Channel it. You know, speaking of channels, Ivy,
Yes.
when's the last time you watched television?
Literally never. Never.
I don't
ever.
either, but my parents do. You know,
That
I think
is,
it's just a,
is what
just
still
a,
surprises me, because like no one I know watches television, including my parents. They just
think it's
like
just-
watch Netflix.
it's just a
on-
bygone thing for the most part. I think we
Yeah.
just still pay for it, so it's like, well,
We
it's what
don't
you
still
do.
pay for it
Well, we do.
because
So
that's money that you don't need to spend.
it's money that we don't need to spend, but we do, and then we get our they got their money's worth, I guess. They actually watch TV. I don't watch TV, but smart. I don't know if it's I really have no idea how this is possible, but our TV is doing something very, very strange and interesting, where literally all of the text on it is just missing.
What?
So you know when if you're watching TV, you press like the button, like the channel button or the OK button, and it'll just say like, oh, you're on this channel, you're watching this show, it's going from these times, it's starring these people. It'll just have like a brief little description at the bottom to bring up at the bottom of the screen. Like, okay, I'm watching the freaking Scooby-Doo. You know,
What?
you fucked it up.
I'm so
It'll be
mad.
like, yeah,
Mr.
watching
Stagger.
freaking Scooby-Doo.
Yes, yeah, fucking there.
And then
Or not.
sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, the TV. It'll say all that, but for whatever reason, ours it'll still bring up the box if you press OK, but it just will not. All the text is just gone. It won't tell you what channel it is. It won't tell you what the name of the show is. It'll just have the boxes still.
No! God damn it! It's fucking counter hit.
If you press like menu, normally it'll be like, oh, closed captioning, oh, this, and that. They're also all blank. You could still select them, but there's no text whatsoever. It's just blank gray boxes
How does that
with
even
no
happen?
words. Like I even went on demand. It on demand had no text. I have no idea how this is possible or why this could be happening. I don't know how this is possible. That showing everything is displaying except for text. It's so bizarre and strange. It's I don't know. It's a little odd to describe because it's just such a weird thing. Again, technology is something ridiculous where if it decides to break and do something weird, it can do it in the most confusing and bizarre ways where like, why is that even a possibility that you could break like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is it possible that suddenly my Skyrim character just stops going downwards, just loses the ability to have like a negative like y-axis? Why is that even a possibility of something that can happen? But lo and behold, it is something that can happen for whatever reason. For whatever reason, our TV just does not have text. If you're trying to change a channel, you have no idea what buttons you have pressed and what ones you haven't until the channel actually changes. And you just have to like look for the watermark in the corner of the channel usually. Because again, you can't. It just won't tell you. It's so ridiculous. If you're trying to change the volume, good fucking luck. I have no idea what the volume is, but you can still at least at the very least you can still like take the volume up and down. But you just have no idea what the volume is. It's so weird and bizarre and confusing. Oh. Like honestly, I didn't even know the TV could have like glitches or like
Fucking
I didn't even know the TV could mess up like in this way, like that. How that can even be possible? It's a television. Like, unless it's happening for everyone, it shouldn't be just happening to us. I mean, in fairness, I don't know even who does still watch television. I don't know if I could ask anyone, but I have my doubts that everyone's TV is just acting up. Has been acting up for the last like 3 or 4 days.
It's the worst fucking attack in the game.
I forgot they could do that.
It's the worst attack in the game. Like, comes out of nowhere. If you get caught by it, you're just fucking dead. And I lost my beasthood. God damn it.
Oh no, not that.
I still have my fire paper though. No, you bitch! Ah, you bitch! I hate this boss so much.
It's very strange having a spellcaster that is just a giant spider.
Just a bit.
You don't usually think of them as being like the spellcasting sort.
Oh my god.
It's weird. I mean, of course, unless it's like Shadow of War, where suddenly
Oh, I missed.
for Shelob is now just like can transform into a scantily clad female for some odd reason. Fun game. I don't understand the choice. Why is Shelob is a spider? I don't. It was such a bizarre choice that game made. I really do hate that. It feels like a weird like. Lord of the Rings is something that is so like pure. You can't just like retcon.
What? Oh, I hate these spiders so much.
I also hate the spiders.
Like, you just
Lord
get
of the Rings
hit
is something
once
that's,
and
like-
you're just fucking dead. It's so
Yeah,
stupid.
they do a lot. They pack a whole. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I mean, it doesn't affect anything at all, but Fashion Souls.
Fashion Soul.
Fashionborn?
Oh yeah, I never grabbed that fashion. I meant to do that.
Yeah.
Am I out of fire
the
paper?
The stats
I am.
don't matter, but might as well. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Lord of the Rings is something that's just so like it's so pure you cannot retcon it. Do weird things like that. But they just made Shelob into a scantily clad woman for that game. It's a fun game. I'm still so upset by that. I'm still annoyed. Also, you know what's interesting? Ive, I have a question.
Yes.
How do you feel about microtransactions? This is a hot button topic. It probably will be forever. But how do you feel
not
about
cool.
microtransactions?
Make them stop.
You know what's
I
interesting?
don't play mobile games. I don't have them on my
Not all
anything.
microtransactions are not just mobile games.
I know.
For a while they've seeped into, but a game, Shadow of War, actually used to have microtransactions. Used to be able to like buy orcs or something. I don't know, something like that, like captains. I don't know. Used to be able to actually do that. They actually removed all the microtransactions from that game, which is actually pretty freaking cool. Honestly, big props, big respect for that.
That just did every single one of all of my health. That one attack just killed all of my health. Just all
You shouldn't
of
have
it.
gotten hit by it.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have gotten hit by that attack. I just didn't see at all because he was off screen.
You have to be aware of all directions. You have to use all your senses, Ivy, not just your sense of sight. Use your smell, touch, feel, sight, sound. All 5 of them.
Yeah, I forgot.
I said a couple of those twice, but does not delay from the point. Let that be understood.
I think it does actually, and
No,
you are wrong.
no, it does not. I said it doesn't, and it doesn't. No take backsies.
No, it does.
No take backsies. These are the rules.
I'm taking backsies.
These are the snakes by which we are living.
Snakes.
Them's the snakes. Cannot argue with that. These spiders are just getting more and more bold with each attempt. I feel like the first time you went through, they just didn't try to fight back at all. They just sort of let it they just sort of let it happen. I feel like they're just getting more and more bold as time progresses.
They just do whatever they feel like.
I feel like they are. I feel like they're becoming sentient.
Yeah, this is actually just a Turing test in disguise.
What? Okay, what exactly is a Turing test?
It's a test in which you are tested on whether or not you can tell, where an AI is tested on whether or not it can pass as human.
Why the hell does that exist?
You know.
I don't like that at all. That is such a weird, creepy science fiction thing. Also, how does that benefit humans?
You know,
how good are you at fooling and
AI.
deceiving humans? On a scale of 1 to 10, how good is this thing at fooling and deceiving humans?
Okay, but the thing is, literally
tricking and manipulating.
No robot ever has actually passed the Turing test.
Well, I hope they don't. I hope no robot ever does. By the way, don't stuff your tongue on icicles. This is something I was actually thinking about yesterday, and I don't even have any clue why. I feel like I really don't like where AI is going with all the like learning and all that whatnot. I really don't like that. I feel like there should be regulation to it. I think it is dangerous, honestly. I'm a worrywart and a paranoid person, just generally, of course. So these views definitely reflect that fact. I don't, it's not like I think that it's going to be Terminator or anything like that, but I'm just like, I don't like it.
You mean Skynet from Terminator?
Listen, Terminator is the movie. It's also a series of movies. Okay? That's what I'm referencing. Fuck you. Oh no.
I'm just gonna fucking do this thing. Yep.
Well, no. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm just like, I don't like that. That people are just like, there's so many things about technology that I hate that people do. Like when a college is just like, oh, we're gonna have a course on hacking. Well, now I'm just like, what the fuck? Why would you teach people this? I mean, there's benefits to it in that, there's the counter hacker type thing where it's like, oh, you bug hunt and do that, all that whatnot for like a company to make, find like the loopholes and like the ways that people could get in, the actual malicious people, you could, work against them by using their tactics and whatnot.
No, fuck.
But like there's that, which I'm like, okay, that's fine. But just like, well, I just hear like, oh, they're doing a thing, and there's like, oh, they're figuring out how to make the most like, malicious virus possible, and see if they could like, the other team could, defeat them. Like, why would you give people that knowledge? Why would you like encourage that? That's such a like weird like.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. I hate that stuff.
It's not cool.
It's not cool.
Just all there is to it.
But then you also hear like, oh yeah, so we just made like a learning AI, and it's just it's just gonna learn all its own. It's gonna study everything.
It's going
like, why are you doing
Go,
that?
And it's going to kill all the people that are good
I
at Go.
get it's a science experiment.
All of them are dead now. None of.
I get you like sci-fi and it's like cool and whatnot, but like, what benefit does the robot being smart as God? What benefit?
Well, then it can be smarter than us, and we are stupid. So we need someone to be smarter than us to.
That's not true. The smarter someone is, the more power they have, the more corrupted they are, the more manipulative. There's the smart people are the dangerous. The Illuminati are smart. Get them out of here.
Well, so are dumb people are also dangerous.
That's different.
So really, everyone is equally dangerous. I think.
People are dangerous. Well, they're all dangerous, but some dangerous is more dangerous than others.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess Machiavelli is probably more dangerous than just some fucking average Joe on the street that can't read.
Maybe. Well, it's the thing. Like, who's more dangerous, the cult leader or the cult followers? Because the leader controls all the followers. He controls all the dangerous person, even if he's not violent himself. But he's like the smart one. He's the one who's clever enough to know how to make a cult. He's the one with the brain. That's not the that's the person I'm like, no, I don't want a robot like I don't like that. There's all I also just don't like science fiction. Science fiction annoys me. All that like aliens and all that blah. It all annoys me. I've never been a big fan of science fiction unless it's a lightsaber. Lightsabers are cool, but
it's not science fiction, it's science fantasy, damn it. Like, God fucking
no, they explain it. There's like a crystal in there. That's like an explanation.
I wouldn't say that's an explanation.
So it's science fiction.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying that Star Wars isn't a science fiction like series. It's a science fantasy series. They don't try to explain anything except for when they tried to explain
midichlorians.
That doesn't count.
Pod racing.
It's not canon.
Jar Jar Binks.
They don't try to explain him.
Things. I'm just naming things at this point.
But also,
but no,
like the understanding of the technology is not integral to the like.
I feel
the story.
like at that point, though, you could then say like Star Trek is science fantasy.
Well, no, because the
understanding
just like
the photon torpedoes and the photon, you know, like the dilithium, you know, what the fuck, dilithium cannot exist. That's not possible. It literally just physically cannot exist. You know, the photon torpedoes, the you know, the quasar.
Just fucking killed me in one hit. Oh my god.
Well,
why can they just kill me in one hit?
Use the shield.
Yeah, let me just grab the shield.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I feel like it's just science fiction. Even I've always said is just you know, it's fantasy, but they've just replaced the word magic with technology.
All right,
it's exactly the same.
Shield. Let's go.
They're just like, oh, we put a you know, dihexaquadral, you know, crystal into here.
Just because
to power
just because it's
you know,
incorrect doesn't
drives.
mean that it's not like just like tonally different. I think.
I mean, Star Wars is much more fantasy-esque with where it has like the Force and actual like magic base to a degree, and all that stuff. I mean, they try to explain it again with midichlorians,
but they try to
it has
explain
always
it
been
in retrospect.
much more like it has been much more fantasy-esque, like where it's actually been like to a degree like half magic, half like technology. You know, I don't know.
You know what? It's actually all fantasy because none of it is real technology. They're all just making shit up.
It is fantasy because it's all not real.
That's
we solved it. We fixed it, guys. We did it. Look at us. We're so cool and smart. Yeah. But yeah. I don't know. I've never.
Why?
Stop dying, please.
They keep fucking one-shotting me. How's that my fault?
Just run past them.
I can't run past them during the first phase.
Just try to kamikaze him. Just try.
I literally cannot do enough damage to do that. And
no, you don't have to kill them all. No,
that's not what I mean. I can't attack Rom and do enough damage where I can't kill all the spiders. I can't afford to not kill all the spiders in the first phase.
Okay, I don't know. I don't have the answers. I usually just brute force it.
I usually just kill this thing sooner because I have fucking fire paper and beast blood belts, and that usually does the trick.
Can you buy fire paper?
Not right now. I need I need a badge from old Yarnum that I didn't grab. And also it's expensive.
Well, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one.
I also don't want to use up all of my beast blood pellets on this one boss because I need those for later.
Well, don't use them then. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like science fiction, and I hate how I see life. Certain things. I hate seeing scientists try and bring science fiction into real life. I'm like, stop it. Stop. Putting people on Mars, that's kind of cool.
Well, Tom, you know, cell phones wouldn't exist if Star Trek didn't be like, hey, it's a thing that you can hold.
Well, is that such a bad thing? I mean, look at the millennials. Oh, they basically have the phone. You know how those people said the blade's an extension of my arm. The phone is an extension of their arm, really. I mean, when you think about it,
the phone is the extension of the cell.
The phone, it's an extension of their arm, babe. Their necks, they're just craned over like it's their skeleton is the evolution, de-evolving like a monkey.
Why? He was on the.
It's funnier that way.
It is funnier that way. You're right.
Yeah.
God damn it! Ah.
Rum.
Physically cannot get away from that.
Did you actually equip the shield?
Yes.
Have you actually blocked anything?
Literally nothing. I'm not locking. You don't lock on to anything when you fight this thing.
Do you need to lock on to block?
No.
I've never actually used the item. I don't know how it works in this game. If it's any different than a normal
it's
shield.
It's literally the same as any other shield.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't work. It's because it came from under me.
No.
My shield wasn't blocking below me.
You get boots.
Man's got boots.
Get like the steel-toed boots. It's gonna explode.
Yeah.
Kaboom! Wow! It's gonna explode. Oh no. Stay away from that cluster.
Yeah.
They seem like a rowdy sort.
Yeah, they seem
not,
like a rowdy,
not worth
rowdy
trusting with your car keys.
Band of miscreants.
Yeah. Hooligans. And youths.
Oh yeah.
All of which are in the same category, of course.
My God, they're fucking everywhere. Ah.
They are everywhere.
No. No.
No.
No. No.
We could kill Dark Beast Parl and buy bolt paper.
That is true.
We can use the souls we would get from killing Dark Beast Parl to afford bolt paper as well. It pays for itself.
Oh yeah. How did that not kill me?
Oh no.
Like the inconsistent damage also pisses me off because sometimes they'll just fucking one-shot you,
This
and
game
sometimes
is
they
very
won't.
bad for that. I've always felt. This
Well,
game
it's because
has bad for
counter
this.
hit. It's because when like what defines a counter hit is like a little like vague, and I'm not exactly.
If you're rolling,
like,
I guess.
yeah,
and
but
it hits you.
and also
it does
counter
more.
hit damage does literally double damage in this game.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No.
Ugh. And you can't roll away from that with your rolls at all. You have to like run away from it, but starting a run is really fucking slow.
If you're running, it does counter hit damage.
And also
Not
if you're
again.
running.
Idiot. Dumb spider.
Idiot.
Shouldn't have jumped, idiot. Shouldn't have been stupid, spider.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
Don't
I
have
hate
any
how often
fucking stamina. God damn it.
I just hate how much I like see in the news like some weird like science fiction dystopia thing just becoming actually real. I hate it. Yeah. That or how often I read conspiracies and I'm like, oh no. The government is spooky. I don't think the government's spooky, but
No, they're pretty spooky.
they are spooky. Have you ever seen them in a room that wasn't scary? No.
Have you ever seen them and Scary in the same room at the same time? No.
Yes. No. I haven't. Yeah, I don't know. Scary game. Scary government. I'm losing it. Oh boy. Oh, spiders.
You know what? I have a better idea.
What's that?
Let's go to Castle Hainhurst.
Let's go play Castlevania.
Yep.
You know what Castlevania stands for? Stands for Castle Woods.
Wow.
Vania is German for woods/forest.
It's crazy, dude.
Fun fact. Pennsylvania? Pencil woods.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The woods, they look like pencils.
Romania? Rome woods. That's actually one of the ways to remember that Romanian is one of the Romance languages. One, Romania, Rome. But also, just means Rome woods. I mean, whatever, it is the German term for some reason. We use the German name, I guess, to a degree, for some odd reason. I don't know why. I doubt they say Vania. But, sleep.
Spooky.
Language is funny like that.
Ow.
Ivy, you can do this. You got this.
No.
Let's talk. We have to talk about the father. We haven't
Yeah,
talked
we
about
have
him
not
at all.
talked enough about the father, and it's actually
You know,
starting...
I know why.
I-
We justified this area, and then we haven't progressed past it.
Yeah.
So we've had nothing to talk about. I guess that's probably why.
Well, we justified
This is
this
just
area before even engaging with any of it.
Yeah.
Ah! God!
Oh, you're still alive at least.
Not for long.
Not for long.
I basically have no health right now. Like this.
I mean-
I'm basically at like this, and 1% health is like the same in this
Yeah.
situation.
You squint, you couldn't tell
That
that. Well,
fucking attack is so dumb. Why does it exist?
it's so dumb.
Make it stop. All right, let's go to Canehurst.
Let's go to Gainers.
Watch
I
the
like
best
that
cutscene in the
place.
game.
Best cutscene in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to interpret Castle Canehurst as the home of the in-laws.
I love it already. The richer.
The richer in-laws
Yeah. Where it's just like
that are
you go
that
over.
are really upset that you are banging their daughter
Yes.
and having children with them.
And you're also upset about it.
And you're
which is
also
funny.
upset about
You
it.
think you'd have a lot to talk about.
You have a
think
lot in
you'd, like,
common.
you'd be able to relate on these
You
things.
paradoxically have a lot in common, but also hate each other.
It's strange. If only, if only. But, well, what a shame. I don't think you're giving it enough credit. I really like that. Oh boy.
Hello.
That man was goofy for a second.
Oh, I had my shield up. I tried to parry it. Ow.
You're putting it to habit.
Ow.
Oh.
Shit.
Well,
Well, that went well.
I hate to see that.
I don't know what I don't know what I was trying to do there. I don't know why I didn't just run past him.
Hello.
Big F indeed.
Extra souls.
Hello, Czar. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Where you been?
Big F because he's the big father.
Oh, you're
He's-
right.
Mm-hmm. He takes that F and turns it upside down.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's the champion of the. What's a father a champion for even?
Children. Watch Netflix. Which
Netflix,
show?
the better television.
Oh yeah, yeah. The better television.
It
television
killed
does not need
television
to exist
and
anymore.
Blockbuster.
Oh yeah.
It has simultaneously destroyed all of it. Oh, he looked a little odd from that angle.
All right, here we
Old
go.
father.
Best cutscene.
Oh wait, yeah.
Nice.
Not skip any cutscenes that have the glorious dad. I like that cutscene. It was very good.
Best cutscene in the game.
Yeah.
Shoes.
Pants. What more could
What
you
more
ask
do you
for?
need? Yeah.
Wow, they're making good time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They made such good time that they died.
Oh no, not the horses. They were so young.
Oh, what's actually
Well, we
cool
must go.
about this walkway is that this is actually something that was historically done, like in castle
Yes,
design.
I know about that.
Because like this middle walkway is like meant for like a carriage or something, and you walk on the sides, like if you're just a pedestrian.
It's cool.
It's cool. And then they open the gate, but there's no gatehouse, which pisses me off. Like they got the stairs right, but not the actual castle. It's like, come on.
What was wrong with the castle?
There's no gatehouse. There's just a fucking gate.
Oh, you're right. There's no actual like.
There's no actual gatehouse. There's just a giant fucking gate that just opens and you're just in here.
Yeah. Hey, you're right. Well, they tried. What?
No climbing and no
wait.
fast travel. I definitely recommend it. It makes you think about the game.
No mini map.
No-
or whatever that pro
I mean,
mode
Pro mode
or pro HUD or something.
I mean, I just use pro HUD like by default anyway. So
I started using it. It is way cooler.
it
The
looks
map
a
is
lot
pretty
nicer.
cool, but the no mini map does actually add a lot to the experience.
Yeah, you have to
surprisingly.
Like,
Oh, there's snakes just coming out of the rocks.
they're not snakes, they're worms.
They're worms.
Whoa.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
It's actually much worse and kind of gross. Snakes are cool. Worms are yucky. Worms are ew.
Yeah. Don't want worms.
And then, yeah, but speaking of Breath of the Wild, don't do the master mode.
Don't
or
do
whatever it
master
was.
mode. Do not touch master mode. It is not
That's
worth your
not-
time.
Don't do that challenge. Don't do that one. That one's no good. Bad. What?
Yeah, it just removes the mini map
A lot of-
and the pro health
couple other
and
things.
stuff. I think yeah,
Yeah,
there's like a couple.
It just
things.
removes a lot of like a little clutter,
Like,
like
needless
GUI that's not
fluff.
too necessary, and then the mini map.
Yeah, basically the only thing you can see on the screen is your health at all times.
Hmm.
Yeah, fucked. My God.
It's more immersive.
It's
I
more
felt like I
immersive.
was Link
I felt
and
like I
Zelda
was like.
at the same time.
That's a lot of people to be at
Also,
once.
your father's dead.
Your father's dead.
He was beaten up by the in-laws' dogs.
The in-laws' dogs. They just attacked him needlessly. They
The
did.
in-laws just
the-
always leave the dogs outside whenever he's coming over.
Yeah.
Whenever they know he's gonna visit, they always let the dogs outside, just waiting for him.
Yeah.
Because the dogs always hate him, and that's why they're
Ow,
good
why is it
dogs.
all numbing mist? There, that's what I wanted. Fuck. I'm kind of again. I did so much damage.
I have no idea. Your father is not as strong as he once was. He's
Definitely
not
not.
ready for. He was not ready to
He's
go visit
old
the
and
in-laws.
aging, and now he just can't. He just can't handle these dogs anymore. He like dislocates his shoulder every time it happens.
Yeah. He would, he would have gone pro playing tennis if it wasn't for that bum shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's a hard worker. He's a carpenter or other job that requires a saw, butcher,
Something.
cleaver.
Well, he
It's a-
got
it's a-
fired,
it's
so
a
it doesn't
saw.
matter.
He did get fired. He's no longer employed, and just has a saw cleaver. Yeah.
I mean,
just a
he
saw
still
cleaver.
retains his skills. It's not like
Oh yeah, exactly.
he
he's-
just loses that ability.
He's a master of his craft.
He was
That-
until he got fired.
He was still master of his craft after getting
yeah.
fired. It just no longer was his craft, I guess. He was just a master of a craft. And then the tear streaks down the face, and it's very sad. And then they cry. And then the Oscars. Yeah. Also, are these just like the maids and the servants? Who are these people?
Yeah, these are just amazing serpents.
Oh, and then the room got dark.
Who have all slit their throats because they hate working for these bitches.
Oh no.
There he is, that fuck. I think. I don't know. I don't actually know.
We assume that's our in-law.
Maybe wear the dress.
Wear the dress.
Oh yeah, totally.
Our father is a little confused. He only does it in private.
He only does it in private sometimes, but not all the time.
Yeah, not all the time. Only on occasions when it's a very sad evening. He likes to like relive the whole like wedding thing. He likes to watch the tape, and then he doesn't want to like share it because he doesn't like to talk to the wife. So he just plays both parts. Like he just he dresses up as himself, and then he's like, will you marry me? And then he puts on the dress and just like
yes.
like goes onto the other side of like the things like I do, and then it's beautiful.
He lives a very sad existence.
He lives a very
hating
sad
his
existence.
life and his wife.
He was supposed to be like a hero and a champion. He's suddenly taken a very dour tone. I feel like he's just gonna go insane. He's just gonna lose his mind.
This whole journey is just is just him. It's symbolism for him just losing his fucking marbles. As he's just thinking about all of his life, and it just goes.
Oh my god,
that's
such a beautiful like poetic thing. Losing your marbles as a losing your childhood, because marbles is the game you play in your childhood.
Oh my god,
it's all gone.
Symbolism.
He actually he literally loses his marbles at one point in the movie / novelization, and then it's like, oh, that was a thing that was a part of my childhood I used to do, and then it's just like, oh, he's not a child anymore, so he doesn't have marbles. And then the Oscars, and then they clap for the movie.
Oh yeah, they clap.
It was so good.
No, the end of the movie is just him in the audience. It's just him, no one else. It's just a completely empty theater. He just stands up and starts clapping.
And then what's his name? Ah, dang. What's that one act? Shia LaBeouf.
And then Shia LaBeouf murders him.
No. Do you remember that YouTube video? It was a meme in our group for a while back.
That's what I'm referencing.
Yeah, no, but at the end of that, Shia LaBeouf is just alone in a movie theater, just clapping.
That's what I'm referencing. That's what I'm saying.
You were referencing the murder part, not the clapping part.
Yeah, also the clapping part.
I was referencing the clapping part.
That's where I got the idea for him standing in an empty crowd and clapping.
How dare you?
I stole it.
I did it better.
Thoughtfully.
I stole it better than you did. I stole it way better than you did. I'll not hear otherwise.
Please explain. How is your stealing better than my stealing?
It was funnier.
I think
I said it with I said it. Me.
Yeah, you're right. You said it, therefore it's funny.
That's right. These are the rules. That man has red eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have grabbed the knight set. Oh, it's good fashion.
Oh, we didn't do that. Well, can't always be a knight in shining armor.
Yeah.
That's sad. He's still wearing the dress. He's just going the mile. They say, you don't know a person till you walk the mile in their shoes. Try a mile in their wedding dress.
Yeah.
I mean, that, of course, then that means the person has to be married.
He's worked up a sweat
and
after
a female before you can actually understand their perspective. Also, I doubt most people walked a mile in their wedding dress to begin with, so it really doesn't help you understand too much.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was finished.
You're not gonna you're not even gonna fight. You're not gonna have the Thanksgiving dinner with your in-law father.
No, I'll come back.
You're not just like I
need to get in my formal attire.
You're right. You have to dress up. It's like, hey, we're gonna go to the bar together. And you're like, we don't like each other. I don't like where this is going, but I have to do it to act like, we're on good terms and don't hate each other. I just kind of we have to both pretend like it. But he's actually luring you into a trap to get you alone, so that he can just be really, really mean.
He can just relentlessly fucking tear into you.
He just doesn't have to hold back in front of the wife. The missus, she doesn't hate you, she gets upset. She's like, oh, Hugh, whenever he really, So this is his ploy that he's like, yeah, let's go over here, that way the women folk, she can't get on his case about being about hating you for dating his daughter. For marrying his daughter. Marriage.
Marriage.
And then running a mile in her dress.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's get that set. It's gonna be very symbolic. We get like, it's actually more symbolic. Actually getting the armor, being able to be the knight in shining armor, but just not. You just can't always be the knight in shining armor. He could. He just isn't. Beautiful symbolism. It's actually incredible. Oh my god. She's gonna stab you. She didn't though. She's very bad at her job.
Yeah.
Mostly the job of stabbing you. She's very good at being a maid. And, you know,
yeah, she's
waitress.
good at her actual job. Just you know.
She's fantastic at that. She was never meant to be a murderer. You know. She was promoted from maid to murderer.
Really bad career choice. She should have just stayed the maid.
She was like given the promotion from maid to murderer.
To murder.
She didn't realize that was even on the table.
Tom, I just thought of a funny sitcom idea. Maid to murder. It's about a maid who murders.
You say maiding a murderer?
No, maid to murder. But it's
maid
like
to
maid
murder.
is in a maid
Better than what I said. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh,
I need to make this needs to actually be a thing now.
Oh my god, I would love to. I want to make a short film about this dad and then Maid to Murder.
Maid to Murder.
Maid to Murder. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love it.
Oh my god.
Actually, I like to think it's a
could not be more perfect.
maybe not a sitcom. Maybe it's like one of those like American Ninja Warriors. It's one of those like either American Ninja Warrior or like Big Brother.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like, oh, you weren't you weren't good enough of a maid to murder. You get voted off the island, or like you weren't good enough as a maid at murdering your target, so you just lose. You just lose your shot at $1 million. It's like one of those shows. That would also be fun. Ooh.
Where the fuck is
I think the pants were fine, honestly.
Oh, no, yeah, he can't change out of the Gascoigne's pants.
Yeah.
They've got the belt. It's the most important part. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's ready.
We got the dad.
It's incredibly serious and dark movie with a silly title. Yeah, that's the kind of movie I would make.
Mm-hmm.
It only makes sense.
That's like the exact opposite of the movie I would make. I've said if I was ever a director, I would want to make an experience that is confusing, deliberately, just because I think it's fun. Yeah. Or just be like, the character I'd make as the scary monster is someone that you're just like, is this a joke? Is this actually supposed to be scary but played completely straight? Where I've had this idea in my head of just this scary old lady character, who just has like these like two of her middle and index finger are missing, and through it is just stabbing, like just piercing through that are two of those like long metal like knitting needles. You know, those sharp like metal knitting needles that you could actually stab someone with if you wanted to.
Oh,
just pointing from where those should be. And her thing is she just like shows up in like the middle of the night, and like she just like wanders through the house, and if she sees you, she screams that she's gonna poke you in the eyes with her knitting needles, and then she chases you down your house. And she's very tall, and sometimes she isn't as, sometimes she will like be like creepy and scary and in a corner, and the way you know she's there is that she like the blood will just, if she's holding her hand down, the blood will drip from the wound down the knitting needle and then plop on the ground. So if you hear droplets and it's not raining,
I'm stupid. I bought the wrong fucking blood shot.
I bad at video games.
I fucked it up.
And so if you hear the blood, if you just hear like drip drops, in pure silence and it's not raining, you know she's there.
No.
And then she does a jump scare and screams how she's gonna poke you in the eyes. That's the movie I would make. We're just like, is this actually a joke? Like, I'm so confused. Is this supposed to be serious? Am I supposed to take this serious and be scared? But like directed like really like intensely, and have that like character be played incredibly like straight and incredibly like scarily with like actually try and make it like as scary with such a goofy and dumb premise. That was like the movie I would make.
Life goals.
Life goals. I would love to make a movie, but it would not turn out well. But I'd love to do it. No, I wouldn't. Oh, I'd hate to have a bad movie attached to my name forever. It'd just be like, people just be like, "Why did you fucking do that?" I was like, "It seemed like a good idea at the time."
Yeah, it's not even like just a funny bad movie. It's just a bad movie. Like just no one likes it or enjoys it in any way. And you're just like, why did you make this?
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, sometimes like The Outsider, is like an incredible like, shake-up in the movie industry. Sometimes it's also they're the black horse, like was it Alejandro Jodorowsky or whatever? I don't remember what he was, but like he was not a movie. He did not direct movies before he did like Holy Mountain and all those like crazy movies. But like his movies like were like like insane and just like a completely unique thing. Like really interesting. But it's because he was not like a movie guy. He had no idea like the pretext and like what was this is how you make a movie. He didn't have any of that like filling his head. So he just did it like how he felt. As well, there's another guy, I don't remember what his name is, but it's the guy who directed Manos: The Hands of Fate. Have you ever heard of that movie?
No.
It's considered one of the worst movies ever created. And it's one of those, cult classics. But the guy was he was a manure salesman. And then he made a bet with his friend that he could make an actually like scary movie. And that would be his big break. And he made Manos: The Hands of Fate. And he, I mean, it's a cult classic that's highly remembered, but not well regarded. But again, he was just a manure salesman. But again, like it's held in the same quality and same light as like The Room by Tommy Wiseau. It's held to the same caliber and candle.
Same candle.
The same candle. I like to just make weird phrases up to explain what my brain cannot think of at the moment.
No.
Oh, I was gonna go bomb.
No. Okay. I'm done.
But because you didn't roll, it did less damage.
Yeah, I guess.
You couldn't have escaped anyways, so just make sure you're not attacking whilst he does it, not running and not rolling, and you're more likely to honestly survive. Just don't be a coward. Just face your fears. Whoa.
Those things only don't hit you if you're running.
Yes, absolutely true. Rom is also a pudgy sort. Yeah, he's a bit of fudge in the shape of a giant death spider. But a lovable death spider.
More fucking hit, please. There we go.
Yeah. All right.
I swear,
Nice.
that fucker killed me right there at the end.
He easily could have is the worst part.
Alright,
He
so...
totally could have.
So, this part is... I've been trying to think of the symbolism behind this for a while. I'm just... Because,
Well, that's your wife, honestly. That's, like, her sadness that the marriage is just failing and she's just not happy. And that she just, like...
But then what is a crying child? Is that the children?
That's your son that you're going to. It's your son that you're going to go pick up from the nursery.
That's just our son. He's
that's
very
your son
upset.
that you're going to go pick up from the nursery. Margot. I never can remember which one it is. See the moon like moving really fast and feeling like it's crushing you. That's the feeling of time, just passing you by, and just the midlife crisis. And just how much of your life you've wasted.
Yeah. All these children.
And how much you have not accomplished in all that time. That's the midlife crisis that just happened right there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you also got fired, and now your wife is just like, what am I doing? And now the midlife crisis is happening. This is a rough week for your father.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very rough week for him.
This has all been one day, actually.
It's a very rough one day for your father. We still have to go defeat your father-in-law. Oh, hello there. Look at you.
We'll talk to him later.
We'll talk to him later. Yargul.
Yahargul.
Yar.
Yahar. Yahar.
Oh, we should open a comedy club and call it the Yahargul. And then we make jokes about Bloodborne.
Yeah, that's the only thing we make jokes about. Just Bloodborne.
Just Bloodborne. If anyone gets on the stage and tries to tell other jokes, we shoot them off with pitchforks and fire and axes.
Yeah.
And guns that shoot and blunderbusses. There we go. I was trying to remember what I was thinking
blunderbuss
of.
is a gun.
Guns that shoot blunderbusses is what I obviously meant to say. I'm totally like in control of everything right now, not a big dumb idiot.
Oh yeah, totally.
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 Oh.
Is it
Farewell.
specifically don't go for the endurance. You don't go for the willpower. All right. What's the next plan of action?
Next plan of action, I think, is
Yes.
keep going through Yahargul.
Let's go. Want to fight Parl?
Dark
Beast Parl?
Maybe. I don't know.
Why not? Let's go.
You know what I want to try and do? I want to try and do the
What?
Yahargul skip. It's been a while since
I mean-
I've tried that, and we have the saw cleaver, so I could do it.
I mean, we can. I actually just watched a speedrun yesterday, so I'll give you pointers, but they won't help.
Oh, I know how to do it. I just.
Well, I also do.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, did you watch the speed
I
run
did.
of the dude?
I did. I watched it just yesterday, and it was great.
That is amazing speedrun. For those who don't know, it's a GDQ speedrun of Bloodborne. All bosses.
By Jesus Here's Toast, I think.
Yeah.
And he's just like on point the whole time. Just like
he just like he starts talking and it's like 0 to he just does not stop and it's amazing. All of his
he's
and
just very, very charismatic. Very cool guy.
I think I should actually be at full health for this.
How's that first sticking to the bones? How is first sticking to the bones? That's a very good question. Maybe he glued it on. Maybe
First
it's a
sticking the
toupee.
bones of what?
Parl.
Oh, Parl. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's a toupee.
Maybe.
Maybe it's just a comb over.
Oh, that's too close. It needs to be like. I'm like almost
You
getting it.
do this,
Ow!
I believe it.
Who shot me?
Okay, well,
Who shot me? What?
Why didn't
Oh, the
you
dude
quit
respawned.
out? Why didn't you quit out?
I was so taken aback that I just didn't even think of it.
Like he actually shot you through. You probably could have quit out and been fine.
Well, actually, no. If I quit out, I would have just spawned right next to him. Because I need to actually hit the ground. Because it when you quit out, it puts you at the last place that you were touching the ground.
Oh,
Yeah, he helped.
interesting.
That's why if you like fall off a ledge like that, it'll just spawn you at the top of the ledge.
Whoa.
So yeah, now we know there's
Now
an
we know
actual
we
time
can't
limit.
take 2 years.
Yeah.
If you take 2 years, someone's gonna shoot you with it. Oh, it's a guy to your right, I guess. He has a gun.
No, he has a sword.
No, to your right. Isn't there a guy over there?
There we go.
Well, just beginner's luck, I guess. Then you don't use like the point or something.
Yeah, you use a gesture. Spoop. Nice.
I thought you like quit out or something like that.
Oh fuck. No, I got out of bounds.
Maybe you can jump in.
No,
jump
I can't.
height.
I can't jump in from here. I'm actually. You actually can't clip back and bounce. I don't think. Unless
Well,
there's something over here.
inbounds, let us in. Let us in.
There we go.
Oh,
Not
baby.
a fun place to be in bounds again, but you know. At least we're in bounds. Oh, jeez.
No, it is probably the worst place in this area. The least helpful.
Definitely. Nice.
The climbing thing, what about the tower? About the towers. What climbing thing are we actually talking about? Were we talking about a climbing thing? Ivy.
Oh, the towers. I just climbed them because they're technically like ladders and stuff. They like have like a similar. Like I basically just treated them as ladders because they have that like texture that looks like it looks like you can climb it. So I justified it like this is the one thing you can climb.
I don't know what that means.
The towers in Breath of the Wild.
The towers look. Oh, I was like, the tower looks like ladders. What are you talking about,
No,
Ivy?
they,
doesn't. This tower does not look like ladders. You didn't climb anything.
No,
I was so confused.
I'm sorry. I should have specified that was what I was talking
I
about.
didn't know what was happening. I was like, what? It doesn't look like ladders. I don't know what you mean. You didn't even climb anything.
I did not climb anything, no.
You liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. You know what's funny about liar, liar, pants on fire?
What? Please tell me.
If you claim that about someone, you're actually the liar, because their pants aren't on fire. Unless they are.
Yeah, it's quite ironic.
It's very strange. You become that which you hate most.
What if their pants were
by
on fire,
that
though?
phrase. Oh, look at the funny werewolf. Well, he had that coming.
Oh yeah. What?
Not as strong as he once was.
No. Oh my god.
So I have a question. How much weaker is the Ludwig so far compared to the
Right now it is +5 versus +7, and also this just has better blood
stones.
Yeah.
Jams. There we go. Fair enough. I'm just trying to remember.
I mean, we're coming out with another good one right here, so.
All right, now let's go freaking kill the one reborn. He'll have to be the two reborn after we're done with him. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The thing is, like, about like doing Yargle skip is like, this is an area I enjoy, so I like don't do it a lot because of that. But also, there's like a lot of.
Did you even need to skip it? Do you lose the previous lantern?
No, you don't lose anything for. I can still go through the rest of the area.
It's like, why not? Like, what does the skip actually skip?
It just gets you to the bottom of that. Like, it basically
But you could already go to the bottom, can't you?
No, because you have to activate the. You have to activate the lantern like doesn't is like deactivated as soon as you come here.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought you said it wasn't for a second, so that's why I was confused. Okay, fair enough. Both of the lanterns are deactivated?
Well, the first one is fine. It's just the one that down there.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Oh, it's broken, not just deactivated, right?
Yeah, it's like straight up broken.
Yeah.
Never to be used again.
How does it actually get broken? Is there a lore reason for that?
I don't know. I mean, there's 3 dudes there. Maybe they just broke it because they were mad.
What assholes?
I know.
Hooligans and ruffians. Probably millennials, I'll be honest. They're probably too busy playing Pokemon Go and didn't even realize they just walked right into a lantern and smashed it.
Yeah,
you know,
those fools.
They're so like infused with their phones as if it was like a dystopian, where there's connected directly to their skull via wires. That it really just it is all they see. Like when you imagine things, and it sort of replaces your vision for a second.
Yeah, I love
you can't really
it's
imagine.
my favorite book.
And whatnot.
It's a terrible book. Don't read it.
It's like that's all they can see is the Pokemon Go.
You fucking annihilate.
Completely blind to the world around them. The hand lantern. Funny enough, you actually don't put it in your hand. Isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your English teacher would love us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Irony. And elevator. Look how much of a dad that man is. How does he do that?
I don't know.
How is it even possible? It's such an incredible feat.
Oh god,
But,
what is the
yeah,
One Reborn?
He just pulls it off. What'd you say?
What is the One Reborn? Is he just like a drug trip?
There's a lot of places I could take it.
Yeah, I
That
feel
I'm
like
not
there's a
100%
lot of
sure.
places we can take it.
Because
Like
one
I
place,
feel like
of
I
course.
feel like a lot of this just has been a drug trip because like the sky is purple. There's like weird things going around.
It's just a symbolic representation of his life. It's like how when you fall asleep and you see like it correlates to things that happened whilst you're awake sometimes.
Yeah, but also like the symbolism is getting like is overtaking the reality.
Well, of course. That's just how good books work by English teacher standards.
Yeah.
And the novelization is much better than the movie.
Yeah.
Obviously, it just is able to go into much more detail and depth and really
Into
display
his
the
character.
transformation
It's also
of the
in
characters.
first person, so
it
and
really
it's
helps
written
to
as
display.
if it was his memoirs, which are the things that he is writing canonically in the book.
Well, he's writing the guide, which turns into the memoirs as he just begins to just pour his actual life and stop like giving advice and just say exactly what's happening to him, and it just becomes very like vitriolic and very mean. And then he realizes, what have I done? What have I become? How could I say these things about these people I love?
feel like we're
And then he
probably
becomes a
getting
good
to that
family
point
man.
in the novel. Like,
It just goes into much more depth of all the characters' like heads and minds and all the like the relationships and backstories and character building.
hate these
It
things
just
so much.
it's better done, especially because a few, I think at least like 10 minutes actually ended up getting cut out of the film before it was released. Mostly just character interactions, and really did it really does. The film suffers for it. I do have to say.
I think I might go through the rest of the area and grab all the freaking chunks because I like chunks.
I like when you're stronger and die less.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that too.
I like that. That's some of my favorite.
It's some of my favorite things.
Some of my favorite things are not dying. We have so much in common.
Yeah.
We're so alike. That was the thing that he said to his wife the first time they met on their first date.
Yes. Indeed.
The implications of what that means, I don't know. But first time they met was their first date. Somehow.
They met on Tinder.
Ah, that makes sense. You're right. That actually completely justifies it. Good job. Wow. You actually freaking
I
did
am
it.
good
10 out of 10.
at coming up with bullshit to justify things.
I'm proud of you. I enjoy that. I respect that. It's a very good trait. It's also just fun. Honestly, just a fun way to pass time. Ooh.
Wow.
A door.
A
Made
door.
of metal.
Metal. A metal door.
Still re-downloading. Well, it was a fun thought playing some Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. It is a fun thought until you actually get into the game, and then it's just like, well, this is not as interesting as I thought it would be.
Wow. That's harsh. Damn.
There's just like not enough to do, really.
I do understand that.
Despite
I mean, it's
being
just a lot of
an
the
enormous fucking game with a lot of detail and things, but there's just like not a lot of things to do or incentive to do them. In fact, you're disincentivized to do a lot of the things that the game asks you to do.
Yes. That's fair. Also, I don't know, it is a little it's not the end of the world sometimes, but no dungeon items, and then like the cool dungeon item-ish things that you could have break and stuff like that. I don't know.
It's just
Like
also,
the ball and if you had like the ball and chain, it'd be freaking cool, but
It's
if
also
it
just
broke,
like
it's like that's lame.
Like I just hate the feeling of like climbing a cool thing, getting to the top, saying, "Oh hey, there's a fucking cool looking sword and a stone on top of this hill. Whoa, this is sick." pick it up and it breaks in like
Korok.
2 hits, and I'm like, well, all right, great. Or yeah, it's just a Korok, and like, yes,
a Korok.
now I can expand my weapon slots so I can have more items that are going to break in 5 hits.
Well, hey.
What?
You know, I mean, I enjoyed the game enough. You know,
It's like enjoyable enough. It's just like
it's not the be all end all for me. You know, Field of Zelda.
like there's a lot of people
it's fine.
that are able to get a lot of stuff out of that game, and I struggle to understand it. And every time I watch someone play it that like plays it a lot and knows all the glitches and stuff, I'm like, this looks like it would be fun if I had any creativity at all. Like,
Yeah.
also it's just a game where like the actual fun comes from like your brain as opposed
Childlike wonder.
and childlike wonder as opposed to, you know, actual like gameplay.
Yeah.
It's sort of similar to like GTA in that regard. It's just like, you know, this is a game that you have to make fun.
Yeah.
It's not inherently fun on its own.
Or Dungeons and Dragons.
Or Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know, Dungeons
Of
and
course,
Dragons,
different.
I think,
It's very
I
different
think
methods.
Dungeons and Dragons is just like designed to facilitate that.
It is
that
definitely
feeling.
like-
So like
It is definitely like that is like, you know, design doc.
with
you
a
know,
video
page
game,
one.
it's a lot harder to achieve that, I think.
Of course, it is. It is
makes it
definitely like
interesting.
there's a lot more like almost inherent, like just not even with the game, not even with Dungeons and Dragons having to do anything or explain anything. There's just much more understood that, you know, creativity is sort of supposed to be there. I don't know, but you know, there are a lot of games like that, especially with open world games. They tend to fall into that category of like, there's so much to do and so much to see, but there's not actually so much to do or see. You know, it's all kind of, you know, the same, and
There's so much to see, but not a lot to do.
yeah, it's like, oh, you saw that, but you know, like, it wasn't really too. It
just
wasn't
like-
too different from seeing that over there
I
either.
think it's just
You know,
like if you find an optimal strategy, like that just is the optimal strategy, and there's nothing that's going to challenge that
yeah,
because that's just like how those games are designed.
yeah. Also,
You're not supposed to
very
use the
sparse.
optimal strategy every time.
Yeah. Also,
if
the
you
world is just
do,
very
then
like
it's-
sparse. I think not like super sparse, but just like there's 2, maybe 3 villages total with people.
There's actually more than that.
there's, like-
just a lot of them are very out of the way, and like there's not a lot to do there.
I think I've only seen 2 or 3 villages total.
Let me actually
And
think.
one of the villages I found doesn't have people. I think.
Because there's the 4 main like cities.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about those. Yep,
then
I
there-
forgot about those
there's-
actually. I was talking about just like the 2 like
There's
Kakariko,
Hateno and there's
village and then the
Hateno and
other one.
Kakariko.
I don't remember what they're called. What are they called? It's
Hateno
not
and
actually
Kakariko.
Kakariko. It's not actually called Kakariko, but I don't remember what it's called.
Hateno.
But there's like two little villages. There are the 4 like main ones with each of the races, but there's like 2 off to this, you know, just little ones where there's like the weird like the pseudo lolly character where she's like, oh, I'm 1,000 years old, but I'm a lolly.
Haha. It's
This
called a
I
paleo
don't
lolly.
like that because I don't like those characters because I feel like there's just malicious intent in that. There's just something weird going on behind the scenes.
I like those characters because I like the idea of being a 5,000-year-old vampire that looks like a little girl. So, you know, that's just my prerogative.
You have a different perspective. I'm like, someone created that character with
See,
with
I'm
some-
just
with
like,
something,
vampires are cool
something
and
dangerous
aesthetic,
in their
but
heart.
also it's a cute little girl.
I'm just like, I think the person who created it probably had something dangerous in their heart. I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't.
Some
I don't-
dangerous
I don't-
justification.
I don't like read malicious intent into a lot of things.
I do, but
I
I'm
have a
worried for it.
I have a very death of the author mindset for a lot of things. I think.
I think you are the malicious intent death of the author.
Fuck you.
I read books and I just often want to kill the person who wrote it like a Highlander and take their power. You know, that's how I feel about a lot of these things that I see. What is death of the author again?
It's just when you treat a work as if the author doesn't exist, and you just like.
Oh, they're definition. They're like, oh, this is what that means. You just ignore that. Their explanation of symbolism. You just take your own idea.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well, he is dead, and that was really quick.
Yeah, if you just like keep hitting all of his legs, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like keep going around like that, he just dies.
Yeah, that's the most of the beast bosses. You can just stagger them each of the limbs.
Yeah, it's the same
Screech?
thing with what's her face, Vicar Amelia, like is also similar,
Yes.
where you can just like go around and hit all of her limbs like that, and
Yeah,
just like
Vicar,
stagger her to death.
Yeah.
I just normally don't do that because I don't know the actual optimal strategy for it, and I don't know. I
don't know. I don't care.
Well, one, I'm not good at it, and two, I don't like using up the fire paper that earlier in the game.
You know what? This is something that I can actually bring up. Something about me being a purist.
Oh
which
yeah,
we
actually, yeah. Let me just respond to Zara real quick. That is the exact same sound effect as like the drakes from Demon Souls and the fire and the Hellkite Drake in Dark Souls 1. There's the exact same sound effect.
Are they related?
Yeah, FromSoft loves their stock sound effects.
Are they related? Are they brothers?
What is a dark beast?
Is the dark beast? Do they have dinner at Hellkite Drakes? I don't know. Yeah, it's just a game theory.
To say.
But what was I gonna say?
One more twin shard. God damn it.
Here's this is actually something I can mention about, like, remember me being a purist, and like if I watch a speed run, and just saw that, I just always do it the same way. That sort of thing I said.
Yeah.
If I saw, like, with that boss, like, if I knew the optimal strategy to defeat that boss, I would never just not do the optimal strategy to defeat the boss. I would never do it differently. I would always get lazy and just do the optimal strategy. I would never actually, like, experiment or, like, challenge myself or try to do something, like, else with it. I know I never would. And so I'd sort of miss out on that, like I don't know, sort of core Dark Souls, like, experience of, like, struggling with a boss. Like, having to, die and come back and challenge it to be better. Or, of course, like, you are good at that point. Not like you need to get better, but that is something that I would miss out on. I would be like, no, that is something unequivocally missing. I don't know. I feel like that's like a very good example of that.
Of what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I would just never not do the optimal strategy.
The thing is, I just would always do the optimal strategy regardless of whether, or what I think is the optimal strategy, regardless of what I know to be true. Like if
yeah.
Also, if I know the optimal strategy and just can't do it, I just won't.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I do, of course, what I think is the most optimal, makes the most sense. I never do anything to really, like, make it harder on myself. But, like, if I knew the actual, like, most optimal way to just, like, do it and just, like, breeze past the boss is just no longer a challenge, I would just do that, and I'd lose the experience of, like, fighting the boss and, like, because I just get lazy and just do the optimal thing. I definitely would.
The thing is, I also just enjoy, like, cheesing shit like that.
I know
that's just
you
a
do.
thing that I enjoy.
I do definitely enjoy cheesing things. I like finding, like, ways to, like,
oh my god, just wait till we
bully
get to
the game.
Just wait till we get to Mikolash. You're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, I do enjoy finding ways to bully the game. I don't know, but that'd be more with, like, typically with just, like, regular enemies. Something oddly a bit more pure, and, like, I wouldn't want to, like, mess with, like, the boss. Something about them is special for Souls games for me. I don't know why. Cheese to meet you.
Don't fucking no! Don't bring him into this. He does not
Some
need to be
call
here.
them cheese. I tried to be Mikolash for a second, but it wasn't funny. But I tried.
Yeah.
I think I also tried to be Snape. That was not Mikolash's voice at all.
He's a hunter, even in a dream. But alas, not too fast. The nightmare, something swirling and churning. So I don't remember the exact quote. Damn it! It's been too long. No.
Don't worry.
Losing
No
my
one was
random
holding
quote knowledge. I need
No
that.
one was holding you to it.
I hold me to it. I'm the only person that holds me to
It's a very nice
like,
brooch.
making sure that all my quotes
Your
are
father's
100%
wearing a
correct.
very nice brooch.
Oh yeah. He got it from as a wedding gift.
From his rich in-laws.
From his rich in-laws.
Before
who
they
live in a
realized
castle.
they hated him.
Yeah. Yeah, they had only just met then. Did I actually put one fire paper away? Oh my god, I'm stupid. Oh well, I only need the bolt paper.
Is it that? Is... Oh.
Oh,
You only put
ow,
one fire
stop.
paper away. What's the big deal?
No,
Like,
I'm
God,
I'm
put a fire paper away. I have to use the bolt paper.
No, I just meant to grab one extra to make it 10, but instead of having it be 9, but I put one away instead to make it 8.
Oh. Oh. How did you make that mistake?
It's very easy to make that mistake.
I don't believe that for a second. I think that's just an excuse.
I think, fuck you.
I think you're wrong, and I will defeat you IRL if you ever come near me. I will challenge you to hand-to-hand
disagree.
fisticuffs.
I think I would win in a hand-to-hand combat.
I definitely could not
I am
punch you in the
quicker and more
face.
nimble, and you are a larger target. So I would win.
I also just could not punch you in the face, even if I wanted to. I just don't have the ability to actually hurt someone. That's one of the things I've always thought about. Like, what if I should like start like boxing. Like, that'd be cool and a fun thing to do, and I like punching things and getting like angry. Like a lot of my workouts are like boxing-ish, but to actually like punch another human being with the intent to cause harm and death and kill, I mean, that's just I'm not ready for it. I don't know if I can handle it. It's like that's too much for me. Yeah, hit his goofy head. Take him to Dead Town, where he belongs. When we're done with him, he's gonna be the one.
Ow.
Not born.
Unborn.
Oh, there you go. We did it. Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
Oh, dude, we made it so funny. We did it. Oh,
Dude,
we're so good at jokes.
We're so fucking good at this.
Ah, how do they do it? I don't know.
How do they do it?
Wow, we got a yellow thing. Ah,
yeah.
That's one of my favorite colors.
Yeah, me too. I love yellow. It's the color of dandelions.
Mustard.
And mustard. I love mustard.
Ooh. I like the color of mustard yellow, but I don't actually like mustard. What a tragic life I live.
So tragic. I feel so bad for you.
It is a pained existence, but I bring it upon myself. I deserve no sympathy or pity.
You'll get no symphony. You'll get no symphonies from me.
I get no sympathy. I messed up. I get no symphony from you. That was really hard to say for some reason.
The same exact way. What the fuck?
We messed up in exact opposite ways. I couldn't stop saying sympathy. You couldn't say it.
We're like foils. Perfect opposites.
I was gonna say we're perfect foils.
We even just have the exact same thoughts.
Yeah. You'll get no simp.
You'll get no simp from me.
I love that so much. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a good moment. This is what I live for. Moments like this is why I'm happy. Oh, this is great. Ah, just a couple pals just goofing around, just making each other laugh. That's what life is for. Too bad your father rarely gets to experience that now because of all the.
It's real sad.
You just pay so many taxes.
You just pay
all
so
the
many
water bill,
taxes.
Electricity. I thought they were using nuclear power. I don't know what, but the prices are just going up and up. Like they were still using coal or something. I don't understand. Mortgages. I don't know.
He's got like 10 mortgages. There's too many.
They flip properties, but He hasn't been able to do it, so he just has to keep paying the mortgage and tax on them. That's what he's trying to do now. He got fired from being a woodworker or butcher. We don't know that. We're not sure which exactly. Again, it's only hinted at.
That's more.
It's never actually directly stated within the movie or novelization.
Right. So I think new character arc or next part of the character arc is you know he takes his woodworking skills and applies it to butchery as a way of like dealing. He gets a job. He finally finds another job as a butcher. And he uses that to...
And he uses his, like, flair and talent and begins nailing, just making houses out of pork.
Yeah.
And they fire him from that one real quick.
He gets fired again.
He's a carpenter through and through. He just can't help himself.
He can't.
He just can't.
So sad.
It's very sad, and it's a very funny scene. I laughed when I saw it in theaters and read the book.
No, they actually cut that from the book because it was too gruesome a sight to actually put on film.
Well, they put it on film, but
I mean, they cut that from the film. Is what I mean.
They still put it on the film, but they cut it from the book.
It's a film exclusive. It was too horrific to describe, so they had to put it. They had to visually display it.
Oh boy. What a strange arc as well, but it was a good comedy relief,
Yeah.
They put some humanity back into him, where you're like, oh, he makes mistakes, but he's just trying to do what he knows how to do, and he doesn't know how to do anything else.
It also
what's he supposed to do?
It's also meant to give greater poignance to when he finally reaches rock bottom. Because it seemed like he was getting out of it, but now he'd only to go further down.
Also, every time, not every time, like the first 3 times I played this game, I killed him because I just thought it was an enemy.
Why'd you do that?
I thought it was a spider. I thought it was a spider.
Oh, it's good old
and so I just,
Patches.
I thought it was a spider on a door, so I know it's Patches now. I know it's but like I always just like spider, and then just killed it. I just like stepped on it, I was like, oh shit, it had a human head and started talking. Whoops.
See, like most of my roommates are spiders, so my first instinct isn't to kill all of them, unlike most people.
Do they pay rent?
No, they just live rent free. It's kind of becoming a problem. Like they keep inviting their friends over because they think I'm just too cool of a tenant they just think I'm too cool for letting them all stay rent-free.
You're just like too carefree, and they're just taking advantage of you at that point.
Yeah, they're really just taking advantage of me. It's getting too much. They're even taking shit from my fridge. Like it's
you
it's
need
really
to
bad.
Put your foot down.
I need to put my foot down. Oh yeah.
I'm proud. I was proud of that.
Look at that.
Look at that, Dad.
Look at that, Dad. Oh, he looks. He's perfect. I'll never have to change his fashion ever again.
Pull out the sword, because this is definitely a Sunday best.
Oh yeah, this is a Sunday best.
These are his church clothes.
His literal Sunday best.
The landlord's asking for rent. You're not getting it from the spiders. Tell you that much.
Yeah.
Also, does the landlord know about your roommates?
I don't know. They're spiders, so I don't know if they'd notice.
Would the landlord... I'm just saying, the landlord... If I had a landlord, and I just had, like, 20, like, maybe, like, 20 to 200, roommates, just over with, just living there without, letting them know, they probably would evict them. I don't think that would fly well. I'm trying to think of as many bug puns as I can. The spiders don't fly, but it was a bug pun, so I had to do it.
Yeah.
I had to try something.
Ow.
What are these people actually supposed to be studying, and why are they made of goop?
I don't know.
This is very different from my college experience. I must say. I don't actually remember if I don't remember exactly, but because it's been a while. But I don't think anyone in my college was actually made of goop.
There we go.
Even though they have those, those requirements.
I forgot this running R2.
Diversity requirements. I still don't think anyone was actually made of goop.
Yeah, they've turned into Quicksilver, so they're literally made of mercury.
That's actually really, really cool. I love that.
That's
but
why they drop Quicksilver balls.
Why? Oh, why? Like, how did that happen?
Not sure about that.
You know what's funny?
I don't know.
Quicksilver's been just like a fun toy throughout the ages, where people just used to like, because mercury it's cool. Like you put it in your hand, it's like, oh, it's a metal, but it's like a liquid. You just like roll it around your hand. It's like, wow, it's cool. But
Isn't it also toxic?
It absorbs
Why
into
would
your
you put
skin.
it in your hand?
Because it was a fun toy they gave to kids.
Okay.
It was like, hey, play with the mercury. It's cool. Like rolls around in your hand. And they did. And then eventually, one day, someone noticed, oh, there's like, if you like sort of just leave it in your hand, eventually there's less and less, and it just absorbs into your skin, and then you die. One day someone noticed that. But before that, people just like put it on hats. The Romans actually put Quicksilver on cake. Because it's sweet.
Yeah, it is sweet.
They just ate
I thought that was lead.
mercury.
No,
they ate mercury.
No, I thought they also ate lead.
Did they also eat lead? They might have.
Yeah, lead is also like sweet. And was I think.
Why are they eating metal?
I think the ancient Japanese also used it as used lead as like makeup foundation.
They definitely did. It's very good for whites and stuff.
Yeah.
And like bringing out colors. That's why we used it in paint.
Yeah.
Like it is very good for those things. And so that would make sense. But also, like, why would you eat metal? Who
it tasted good.
started that? Who was the first person that licked a piece of lead and was just like, I think I have an idea. Just like put some lead between two pieces of bread, call it a sandwich. What? Who was the one who started that trend?
Well, what do literal children babies do? Like they put everything in their mouth just to see what it tastes like, right?
Don't put the piece
figure
of
out what
lead
tastes
near the
good and what
child's
doesn't
mouth.
taste. Like
they're gonna bite a piece of lead and break their teeth. Take the lead away from the child. You don't give them a shot of iron either.
Or lead, powdered leg. Yeah.
They don't. They did not give their kids powdered legs to eat. That's not true. But I don't know. Why were people powdering lead and giving it to... The Romans were an interesting folk.
They were very interesting.
They just ate minerals. I don't know. There's just some kind of... Just something about that where I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you just eat lead? Why would you just... Like, besides the fact it's lead, why would you just eat a metal? It's a metal!
I mean, I don't know. Like, why would you eat a salt? It's a rock. Because it tastes good.
No. It tastes. You know what? I guess you're kind of right. I guess that's fair. It's just it's a slippery slope. You start eating the salt, eventually you'll just put Quicksilver on cake at one point in history.
Like the thing is, like the ancient peoples just didn't know what was toxic or had any idea how toxins work.
Also, the early modern period did not know what was toxic either, for the most part, except for some plants. They had a good idea, but even still, people just eat poisonous things and do dumb stuff. Like there's so many like plastics and things like that do just like cause cancer, and it's just like, oh, it's fine. Put it in the product. And unless you're in California, they do have to disclose it. Otherwise, they don't really have to. Like there's so many things like that even today. We still have not come. We've not come. Maybe we have come full circle. But we have not broken our vices. Our desire to just eat things that are dangerous. But again, like the early modern, they were still putting like Quicksilver on hats and brims and whatnot. That's where the whole Mad Hatter things come from. They literally had mercury poisoning in their brain, or was it lead? It was mercury, right? They used for the hats.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was mercury, and it would just go to their head.
Oh my god, I have so many souls.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I was just like, wait, I just died. How many souls did I have?
I've had that realization before, like, oh no, when did that happen? Oh no. Yeah. At least they're not gone.
It's because I didn't do anything after killing the boss, and then I also went through that entire area killing all the fucking things.
Oh, you're right. You did do that. Good job. Good times. Well,
Yeah.
It went pretty far. But, but yeah, like people just the Mad Hatter thing comes from people actually just going crazy, from making hats with mercury and whatnot, and then just wearing hats, and going insane because there's mercury, in that hat, and then absorbing into your head and brain. It's funny.
It's funny, huh?
It's funny, That's like mercury. I don't know. I don't know. People are goofy. People are weird. People like to cut corners. Fading lake. Push him off. Push him off.
That's not gonna help much.
It'd be funny.
It would be funny.
It would be funny.
He shot me back.
You did shoot you back. That was funny, but you kind of were asking for it. You had it coming. No, you get what you give me. Oh, give him the Sunday best. That's his finishing move.
Well, Sunday best. Let's go.
That's the name of the finishing move. Well, now this coward no longer has a friend, so you know, I'd hate to be him right now. You're really trying your hardest. Stop it! Stop it! You're gonna die! You're just gonna kill yourself that way. You can do this.
Fuck.
Well,
No.
that fell short.
I hate this guy.
He is kind of a wimp. Just staying at a distance.
Yeah.
He went
Alright,
down a
there we
bit
go.
easier at least. Once you actually started his.
Once I actually started hitting him.
I think there were 2 items over there. Unless my eyes just. Oh no, that's right. It just takes a second for the fade to go away.
Yeah.
For the things to fade away after you grab them.
Ow.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
Take him out.
Let's
Oh,
go.
I'm doing an accent. Let's go.
Let's go. Ow!
Ah!
It fucking conked him on the head.
You souls! Gotta go get him again.
God damn it! Not again. Oh, is that dude gonna have him? I think the dude's gonna have him.
I think it spawned. They'd happen far enough away from him.
No, not that one. The one in the middle of the cave. The
I don't know.
The little
That's
beast
a good
dude.
question. Well, we'll find out.
or not the little beast.
We'll find out one way or another.
The man,
the hard way.
the slightly taller than man sized beast dude that is crawling, and has his head sideways. Well, they all have their head sideways, but you know.
We'll figure it out when we get there. That's just life sometimes. Learn by.
So why are these rocks bleeding and have skeletal structures?
It's funnier that way.
That makes sense.
Yes. Oh ho! It wasn't him. He didn't have the souls.
No, we did not.
Probably in through the cave.
I know
Dreamland's
Dreamlands just looks like that, but like, I want to.
Let's just spend the souls and come back.
I mean, I could just get to the shortcut.
Okay, that's fine. If you can do it, then do it.
It's right here.
I don't remember. Which shortcut's right here?
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh,
Ah, jeez.
Oh,
Oh, golly.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
boy.
Oh dear.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
This
Oh,
one right
oh.
here.
I don't remember that. I don't know if I actually ever found that, to be honest.
It's not very obvious. You're supposed to stand on the top of this thing, and then it just breaks.
for a few seconds. I don't think I ever actually did that. Wow. I
It's a very useful shortcut.
just didn't know.
Ow. I hate these
He's
things.
very
Ah!
rude. Ah! Get him. Yeah. Yes.
There we
Oh,
go.
he's dead.
Let's go.
Beat it.
Destroyed. Utterly annihilated. Never before. Never before. Never to return.
And never to be again.
Yep.
Just how it is sometimes. Life ain't easy when you're a dream scuttle beast.
Oh.
Nope.
Let's actually spend these souls, my god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What are we gonna spend all these souls on, Ivy? Twin
Uh,
bloodstone shards? Regular bloodstone shards?
well, I think I have enough twin bloodstone shards to get this thing to 6 at least.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, it's at 7.
You lied to me.
So I don't. Well, I can upgrade this once, and it's.
Good.
And,
I'm proud of you. You did it.
and I can take this off of here and put it there. So every time I'm holding the gun, which is always, I get a little health regen.
So what are you gonna put back onto the freaking the Sunday best?
Literally nothing.
I guess that thing.
It doesn't
What?
benefit me at all.
We could still just put it on for fun, I guess.
still
What
put it
does
on
it do?
It puts blood. It puts blood.
I don't know what that means.
Blood.
Blah. Oh, is that the blood tinge?
Yeah, it
Thing?
puts blood tinge scaling on it.
Oh, okay.
But
That doesn't.
I like do not have enough blood tinge to
It doesn't help.
make that
You're
increase
right.
the damage at all.
Very
Yep.
well.
So I will not put that on.
Farewell. Good.
All right.
All right.
Cool beans.
All right.
Well,
All right.
souls well spent. Now what do we do? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
All right.
Fuck all.
So now what do we do?
Well, I'm gonna go back to the dream. I don't know. What else is there to do in the dream? Not much.
Well, there's Amygdala.
Yeah, but like, I guess.
Then there's the nightmare.
Yeah, there's the nightmare also. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna go grab the 2 chunks. Is it 2? Does he drop 1 or 2 chunks? I don't even remember. But there's a dude that drops chunks. So I'll grab those from him.
Well, go get chunk drops.
Oh, I will. You'll
Oh,
see.
I believe you.
Oh,
Me.
there's also the clockwise metamorphosis rune that I didn't grab, which is just
I'll
past
believe
the
it.
shortcut.
I don't remember what we did and did not. So, sure, why not? Clockwork's metamorphosis. I said that wrong. I don't care.
Yes, indeed, you did. How could you do such a thing?
It was funnier that way.
Yeah, it was.
I'm proud of it, and you cannot stop me.
No, I can't.
I'm a villain,
Yep,
and I have no morals.
that is also true. True on all accounts.
There it is. So why not fight the Amygdala?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Well, why not?
I guess. I guess we could do that.
Hey, why not fight bosses?
I don't know. I just don't normally fight them.
All bosses.
All bosses.
All bosses. Well, why not? It's just content, really.
What is the amygdala symbolic of?
It's literally a part of the brain. What's the amygdala? That part of the brain.
The emotional cortex, or like the
We'll find out.
Emotional center, like, you know, is where all your most base primal emotions
A
come from.
roughly almond-shaped
Like
massive gray matter inside each cerebral hemisphere involved with the experiencing of emotions.
Yes, that.
It's him learning how to deal with his emotions, and keep them in check. He's trying to learn to become the master of emotions and not let them get the better of him. but have him be the better of them. Not have him, freak out at his boss and then get fired with fire. Not, flip out on his wife when she does or says something, or, I don't know, and not...
Or breathes.
When, all that too, yeah. It's him learning to control his emotions. Literally, mastering them. Being the master of his emotions. That's what defeating the amygdala is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He's the master of his roughly almond-shaped masses of gray matter in each of his cerebral hemispheres. Which I don't know why they call it a cerebral hemisphere. It's not a hemisphere because it's not a sphere. The brain is not a sphere. It's a brain shaped.
It is a brain.
You know what I'm talking about. That's what I have to say. And I will not be argued otherwise. I do want to do like all bosses though, honestly. Have we missed any up to this point?
No. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean,
Let's just
other
stick
than
to
like,
it.
what's his face? The dude.
Magnus or Magus?
Ligarius.
Ligarius. I was close. Martyr. That's
Yeah,
what I was
we could go
thinking.
back to do him.
Yeah, well, we definitely have to beat him because he's your father-in-law.
Yeah,
So,
of course. We
that's
need
a
to
very
defeat him
important
in
battle.
Mortal Kombat.
That is a very important battle.
And then kill his wife. With
Yes.
with the help of our church friend.
Yes.
Yes.
It's you making them like you. It's them finally being like, wow, you're like the son I never had. Because I had a daughter.
Yes.
Yes. It's the son I never had, but I'm now not disappointed in. That's what it is. That'll be good. That'll be a fun emotional thing. And then you get to wear a crown. You get to parade around like, I did it.
Haha. I'm the father now.
Mm-hmm. I'm the favorite child, and I'm not even their actual child.
Does your father have any siblings? Or is he an only child like his wife?
I don't think it's actually ever mentioned in the movie. I don't know if that's actually ever brought up.
Are his parents ever brought up? Well, his mother's brought up. And she isn't and she is a sister.
His father's brought up only in that he's senile, and that he's becoming his father.
Yeah.
I think his father was someone actually. I think his father was one of the bosses, or maybe just a random enemy along the way. What was he?
I don't remember.
He definitely was. So I don't remember. Yeah, I have no idea. Well.
Oh well.
Too bad. Time to master our emotions. Oh, this character, for the lore of him, his name is Your Father, and he's your father. He's the quintessential dad. Wow.
Yeah, we haven't explained it all. Like, if you didn't watch the last stream, none of this would make sense.
No, yeah. So basically, he is your father. He has an 8-year-old daughter in late elementary school, and he has a newly born son, Murgo, that he's going to the daycare to pick up, or the nursery to pick up. That's the current quest. Everything is symbolic of this journey. Along the way, all these things happen. He's writing a book currently. It's about a book about how to be a father, but eventually, he's not happy in his relationship, with his wife. His wife is the pig, as we've seen earlier, and then.
Well, fisting the pig is just symbolic of it.
That's the thing I hinted at many times and did not want to say directly, for obvious reason. That was actually implied. Oh, that's actually what I was implying earlier.
Ow.
But yes.
God damn it! Will you just fucking
There's
jump?
all these things. He's not happy with the other thing is like he was just too busy with his job to actually spend time with his kids. So he's writing a book about being the quintessential father, but eventually it becomes more of like a diary, and he's talking like too openly about how my wife's annoying, and my kids, they're all kids are annoying, and you know, they take up too much of your free time that you don't have enough of because you're too busy with work, and then they're trying to eat the rest of your time. But then, like, he realizes, oh, you know what, I'm being a bad father, and he tries to fix it, but then he gets fired from work where he's a butcher, and then he has a sword,
Well, no,
a
he's a
holy
carpenter.
sword. He's a carpenter, but no, it's not the, actually, you know, we actually stated that it was not mentioned direct, it's only, like, implied, you know, he goes to work, but it's never actually mentioned what his job is. It's just always like, oh, you know, he went to work that day. That was specifically, oh, you're still alive, wow. Nice.
I was surprised too.
It's always just mentioned that, and he has a saw cleaver, so he's either a carpenter or a butcher. It's one of those two. Never specifically stated, but it is always implied. He gets fired, of course. And then he has more time spent with his kids, and you know, more time spent with his wife, who again they're still not getting along. They don't love each other, but he's spending time, you know, with the in-laws, and they're starting to love him like the son they never had. And it's funny because, you know,
there we go. Now I did it right that time.
I was like, what did you say thank you to? What did I miss?
It's like I've been trying to do a strat that I've just been doing wrong this whole time, and I keep getting fucking hit for some reason.
I was confused for a second. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's, I think generally that's the lore of this character.
God. Because like the charge attack of like the sword is like too long.
Oh yeah, the sword also. The reason he has a holy sword is because he's, you know, he goes to church. You know, he's a he's a good God-fearing man, so he has a holy sword, of course, obviously. And he's wearing his Sunday best. Yes. You know, it's just church clothes. Yeah, then, you know, he gets fired, loses his job, spends more time with the kids, and it's his, you know, actually turning his life around and, you know, becoming a good father, one that he's loved, turning his marriage and relationship around, making the in-laws, you know, accept him and love him, and probably getting a new job. We'll find out, though. We're currently on the journey. Also, it is not only a movie, but it's a novelization, and the novelization was better.
Yeah.
That is also.
But the movie has an extra scene where he's where he builds a house out of
pork
and
meat. He tries to take his carpentry skills into the meat, you know, into the butcher business, and he can't. You can take the woods out of the woodman, but you can't take the woodsman out of the woods. What is it? It's that he just can't help himself, and he just makes a horrible meat house and gets fired.
Yes.
Well, the thing, actually, you know, that'd be a fun spin-off movie. Just actually a movie about the book that's going on in the movie / book. What a fun idea for a spin-off. Wow, I actually like that. That's so cute. But yeah. Of course, you know, he's writing the book to be the best father, but eventually, you know, it's like, instead of advice, it starts turning to just his personal gripes, and like it becomes too like just a diary for him, really, to just vent and his frustration. And then he looks at it and it's like, what have I can't, how could I have said this? And he just turns his life around, and then he starts actually writing good advice, and it becomes a beautiful, good book, and then he publishes it. He becomes an author. That's the job he ends up with. We've solved it. It makes sense. Why didn't we think of that earlier?
I don't know. We don't think.
Writing a book. Oh. But yeah, he is the ultimate, he's the quintessential dad. And he is your father. That is his lore. And he's good. He's great, and I love him. Don't kill her.
What do you mean kill her? I was just taking all her stuff.
Don't make her like go out and forage. She does that at some point and then dies. So I'm like, don't do that to her.
Well, I already did.
Why did you do that?
I took all her stuff.
Is she now gonna die?
I think so.
Why did you do that? supposed to be a good Christian man. Oh, also the witches of Hemlock or what, or Hemwick?
Oh yeah.
The Hemwick witch, the Hemwick.
The witches
hags,
of Hemwick.
They are your mother and aunt who don't want to go to the, who did not want to go to the what's the assisted living, and your aunt is just like, your mother's like, I don't want to do that. You're just trying to get rid of me, and the aunt's like, oh, you do have a brother, because she's like, oh, my son, he would never, he wouldn't make me go there. Wait. And he's just making it just much.
No,
is
that's
that
a cousin.
The bloody? Is that the bloody? Oh,
yeah,
you're right. He is the cousin. He's not the brother. We're right. You're right. Whew. I'm glad we didn't mess up our lore. Because we got it. We got it straight. So this is the bloody, the bloody jerk. I hate this guy so much. He's so mean. Rude. Oh no.
Ah, God.
It does
so much damage. Oh.
It's so unfair. It's so stupid. Of course, I mean, it makes sense he would have a super high blood tinge because he has the Chicago.
Well, it also shoots 2 projectiles, which is why it does so much damage.
True, yes. It's also it's really annoying.
Chicago.
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 That's the lore of your father. Yeah. So, I still really love his quest to just, he's on the way to the nursery to just pick up his son. That's the adventure. His son Murgo. I love your father.
So who is like Eileen in this story then, and who is then the Bloody Crow Canehurst? Like why is he helping this girl? What does she do?
I remembered another thing. The doll was the father's. It's his thoughts of cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
So what is Eileen? I don't know. What are they?
I'm wondering, like, is she like his sister or something like that?
Well, I was gonna say maybe she's just like a coworker friend who actually is friends with her. Like she's actually like his one friend, and this is like her husband, and then like they had like a good relationship, and it was like, it was like but then like now they like they broke up, and she's all broken up about it outside, and you're like, well, what a horrible husband divorcing his wife. I don't know. Something like that. Maybe that, I don't know, had a fight, and you're trying to like reconcile it. And it's like, this is going to be a big learning experience, like a moment for you where you just like realize like, I'm a bad husband.
Yeah.
Wow. I wouldn't want to do what I do to my wife, be that much of a jerk. To Eileen. Eileen, she's cool.
Oh God.
I shouldn't be doing that to my wife. I should be a better husband. Me. That's the journey of the father. That's what we're learning from this experience. I think that's good.
Fuck.
And he's drunk, so he's really like he's not listening very much. He's really being very difficult right now.
No. The camera killed me. I blamed the camera on that one. Got stuck on the terrain. I couldn't see him.
Oh,
I fucking dodged in the wrong direction. God damn it.
You had him.
I had him on the ropes. He didn't even use a single blood vial that whole time.
Yeah.
He's 2.
Oh.
I should actually, speaking of that, I should equip the numbing mist.
Why? Oh, so he can't heal?
Yeah.
Cool. No, good idea though. Yeah, I think that's a good explanation.
Crow Canehurst is OP. He's too powerful.
Ridiculous. He's so ridiculous.
Like the weird
He's
thing.
The worst offender
like
of this game.
Like it's weird because like normally in these games you can like a lot of the NPCs you can just cheese. This guy, he's like his AI is just too good.
But also, like, you just damage and all the everything.
And he just has so much damage and health. It's just like, what the fuck?
So much health. so much. We were talking about him earlier for that very reason. Is that this game? One of the big offenses this game does, and this is the worst offender of it. It's just giving like certain like enemies, and especially bosses, just an insane health pool, just a massive, massive health pool. Instead of just making it a tedium instead of like traditional difficulty, in a way. Just let him wear himself out a little.
Oh yeah. Oh, come on.
Just let him do your job. He's doing a good job at it, in fairness.
No. Oh God. Ah!
Oh.
I should have parried that.
It's the worst because he can just shoot you twice and then you're dead.
No! Oh, I dodged through that!
Oh, nice. Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah. This guy's ridiculously high damage and ridiculously high HP. He can heal twice. And the way the blood vials work in this game is they always heal 40% of your health. So because he has such a high amount of health, it's restores so much because of that. Like, it's always 40%. But it's like 40% of a million is more than 40% of 1,000. You know? So it just feels like, oh, it's such a it's such a massive loss whenever he does heal.
I can't do anything because he can just like fall off of that and plunging attack me and kill me instantly.
He can also shoot you is the real fear. Well,
not anymore.
I think the tides have just turned in our favor.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it's our turn today.
See what I mean? It's like fucking terrifying.
Yes, no, yeah. It's a horrible position to be put into. I want numbing missed him as well.
Oh yeah. Oh God, I missed.
Maybe not. Numbing missed is we're fine without it. Well. Oh.
No!
I hate him so much. No. No!
Come on. I got so lucky there.
Right through you.
No! Ah!
Oh!
No! No! I got him.
Is he actually dead? Does it count?
I think it counts. It's not like he can respawn. He's not a boss. Did I still get Blood Rapture?
Does he drop anything?
He drops Blood Rapture.
Do we not get maybe?
I need that.
What happens to our Blood Rapture? It didn't look like he dropped it. I don't know though. Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna be upset if that fucked me out of Blood Rapture.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't have it.
Maybe it'll it spawn. It'll just be in a position. It'll just be in a fixed spot. I don't know. Fingers crossed. It'll be a shame if you sort of fix the relation. You fix their relationship or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you just didn't fix the relationship. Maybe just bitched him out. Just sort of just the good thing to do for your friend. Well, you didn't even get the echoes from him.
Oh, thank fuck.
You didn't even get the echoes from him though.
Yeah, I mean it's only like 4,000. It's fucking pittance. There
What?
we go. Yeah, you get
pittance.
nothing.
You get pittance from him.
Yeah, you get fucking nothing from it. It's really
That's
sad.
a slap in the face.
I know.
Wow.
You get Blood Rapture, which is pretty sick, but you know.
You do get Blood Rapture. Do you have to reactivate that lamp, or is it?
No.
Okay, cool.
Don't you ever listen to your elders? Thank you.
Thank you.
I have two of the best brews in the game.
Nice.
Actually, I don't know if if anyone but me considers Blood Rapture to be a good rune. I just like it a lot.
What is Blood Rapture? What's it do?
What it does is it heals like a percentage of
We
your
can
health.
get a cool cape. I want a cool
It
cape.
heals a percentage of your health when you do a visceral attack.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like I think
Oh,
it's
that's
pretty
useful. No, yeah, of course that's useful.
Yeah, because it doesn't use up a blood vial. You
You can parry
don't
from a
have to
distance,
have you don't have to rally to do it.
You can parry from a distance.
Also, you get Hunter, which is just the Chloranthy ring, put a rune.
Hunter.
Hunter.
Yeah.
A Hunter must hunt. Let me actually fucking get the fire paper.
Fire.
There we go. I don't need the
Hey. Yep.
mist
All right. Nice.
It's
So,
nice.
should we go sit down with our father-in-law?
So that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Now we have Blood Rapture. That will make it a lot
Do it.
easier. That's the one.
Let's go.
Put on our formal attire and have a good sit down with them.
Mm-hmm. Just have a man-to-man. You know, just just speak the words which I'm having trouble doing.
Yeah.
Just have a man-to-man with him.
Mano y mano. Heart to heart.
Look at your father.
Look
at him. That is a dad.
I'm really glad that you just made that last minute decision to make him like mature instead of young, because like I think the wrinkles just add a lot to it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, of course.
And that's just something I
yes.
wouldn't have thought to do. Oh, you can't equip things on ladders. I forgot.
You messed it up.
Ow! Ow! Owie!
Nah, it had to be
Ouch!
though.
Let me put on.
Oh, he's great though.
Nightwing. Oh, it doesn't have the hat. The
Well, he
male
doesn't
version
need a
doesn't.
hat.
The male version doesn't have the hat. No, sad. Put on Gascoigne's hat. No.
It's nice, but he's not a hat man. You need to see the face.
Yeah, he's not a hat man.
You need to see the face, and also he has a comb over, basically. So to put a hat on it ruins the point of the comb over.
Yeah.
So you know, can't do it. You just can't. It just doesn't make sense. Now let's do it. Let's show him we mean business.
Oh, we mean business, alright.
Yeah. I like that cute little dagger he has.
Yeah, the cute little dagger's cool.
Mm-hmm. Cute.
Cute. Cute.
Father's father. Father's
Oh,
father-in-law.
Father's father-in-law. It's also your father's father-in-law.
This is the in-laws' place, by the way.
Yeah,
we're visiting the in-laws. They always leave the dogs out because they don't like this. They don't like your father. The in-laws, they don't like your father, so they leave the dogs outside whenever he comes.
As a sick
just
joke.
'cause they don't like him. Those being like the blood things outside.
The bloodlickers.
Yeah, this is their in-laws' house, and this is your father-in-law.
He is
This is him right
very
here?
crickety and crackety. Every time
Yeah.
he moves, his joints just fucking crick.
Yeah. And the two of you don't get along, but you know what? You're gonna have a man-to-man. You're gonna come to terms. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna work out well for us. He's gonna learn to accept you.
Yep.
I have faith.
Oh, come on. No! I hate that attack.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, let's go.
No! Oh, I hate that attack so much.
I also just remembered another thing. Gascoigne also is important to the lore of this character.
Oh, yeah.
Gascoigne is basically just like a rival dad who you brag about your daughters, and that's the battle that you have between each other.
No!
Oh,
I'm alive? I'm dead?
easy
Man,
come, easy
he fucking
go.
frame trapped the shit out of me. Holy shit.
Yeah. The Gascoigne fight is you just arguing, just being like, oh, my daughter's better than your daughter. Well, my daughter's, she has, straight A's. Oh, well, my daughter, she has the
High honor roll.
lead in the, Yeah, my daughter has the lead in the new play. Well, my daughter, she has a solo in the next band thing. Concert. I figured it out.
We both figured it out at the same time somehow.
Again, we're foils.
We are foils. Perfectly in
Yeah,
sync, but yet complete opposites.
Yeah. There you go. What a father he is.
What a father indeed.
And you defeating, of course, like Gascoigne, he cheats. And he's like, he starts telling lies, and that's how you defeat him. That's how you win the battle, because
you call him out
your daughter's not actually better than his. You actually call him out on his lies about his daughter being better than yours, and that's the victory. That's how you actually defeat him.
Yeah.
We're very good at making lore and symbolism.
We're really good at making lore and symbolism. Just for
the dumbest
for the
things.
dumbest shit. We can't make actual
just the
stories.
Darndest things. Just the darndest things. But it's so much fun. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm just trying to like remember back. I like the lore. I like this character a lot.
He's so deep.
It's also just fun to just keep adding on, just keep building upon it.
Just see how far you can take it.
Like every now and then you'll just pass just a random enemy, just be like, oh yeah, that's something, you know. Oh, that pig, you know, that's how he thinks of his wife, you know. Yeah, it's great. I love it so much. Nice.
No.
Less nice.
Please?
Why are you just standing there and not attacking him? Trying to parry him?
Yes. That's how you win this fight.
Just attack him. Just get it over with eventually. Kill time.
I guess. Fuck.
Yay. He's not taking any of you. He's not listening to you tonight. He's being defensive like normal.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Nice. I think you could charge R2 him there if you wanted.
Oh yeah, I can't actually backstab him out of that, you're right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's something I actually know. But, too little too late.
Oh well.
Yeah. Oh well
No.
indeed.
Yes, it's fucking bullet repelling aura now.
That's funny.
Oh, I got him.
Well, it was for naught.
No!
And then he got you.
Yeah, he got me.
Yeah.
Yep.
He had a good point there, and you know,
Did have a good point.
you just could not, you know, could not get
Could
past
not
him.
argue.
Mm. We'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah, we are staying the weekend after all.
And it's tomorrow. Let's go. We are staying the weekend. Just wait a few hours. Just, you know, have another just heart-to-heart, man-to-man. Mano-y-mano. The big man. Show him that we mean big business. Show him that we both hate the fact that we're dating, that we're married to his daughter. Show him that we have a lot to relate to about. That maybe we're not so different.
Maybe we're not so different, you and I.
We're not so different after all. Maybe there could be peace between us. That's the beautiful. That's the beauty that we're trying to find. Gee, I'm just trying to think. At what point are we actually going to discover that we love our wife?
I don't know.
I'm just like trying to think of like, like what possibly.
Maybe after we actually pick up our child and
But the queen is like that's her like discontent and her not loving the situation, and that's why she's there. You know, because she's like I'm gonna just go get the child, or what? Just leave, probably. You get the child from the nursery first, and then it's just kind of awkward. At what point do you actually reconcile? Do we reconcile?
no. He
Ah,
comboed me.
he did. Also, what ending are we gonna go
Ow.
for?
I don't know. Is your father gonna become a squid?
I don't know, because again, the doll is a symbolism of your dad's desire to cheat on his wife.
Maybe he actually
Or
gets a
thought, at the very
divorce
least.
and goes off with the doll to live as a squid.
Symbolically as just a squid.
What he really needed was to explore his weird squid-related fetishes with another woman.
Yeah, maybe.
Ow!
I don't know. Again, my favorite ending is the the next morning or whatever it is.
Yeah, but then you don't
what
get to
it's
fight
called.
Gascoigne.
You don't. You do get to fight Gascoigne. You don't
mean,
get to
not
fight her German,
Gearman.
which is sad.
Fuck.
I love that ending, and also it has the coolest like after game, like the new game plus thing, where you have your grave your grave is there. In the new game plus.
That's cool. The grave.
It is. I think that's just a really nice touch. Did the other endings actually have like a new game plus like flair like that?
I don't actually think so.
Is there just like a squid somewhere in the new game plus just
No, I think
hanging around?
Yeah, no, I think that gravestone is the only thing. And you do actually get unique dialogue from it, from the doll, when she sits there.
It's cool. I love it. I love that ending. I think it's just the coolest ending and has the coolest little like flair because of that. Afterwards, it's just a nice little detail. I don't know, but at the same time, you don't get to fight the German, and you also don't get to fight the Moon Beast or whatever it is. I don't know.
Presence.
The Moon Presence. The Moon Lord.
Moon Lord.
Yeah, you don't get to fight Moon Lord, which is a real shame.
Yeah. Sad times.
Yeah. Well, actually, what is your favorite ending, Ivy?
I like squid.
Bloodborne. Squid's your favorite ending?
Yeah, I like the squid.
I feel like Squid's probably the most popular, but of course,
I think that's
it's
actually not true.
the most rewarding. I feel like isn't it the most rewarding? People don't like Squid ending.
I think most people think that are in agreement with you that the the wake up ending
really?
is the best one.
I just assumed people would just be like the wake up ending. It's just like it's a coward's ending. I just assumed people wouldn't like it
No,
because
I think
of that.
most people prefer that one, but I'm like,
Awesome.
yes, squids, let's go.
Squid.
Squid.
Who are you talking to, by the way?
Oh, good hunter. Are you cold?
Who were you talking to? You were just like, yeah, squid, just out of nowhere. I was like, oh, did someone in chat say squid? No, they didn't.
No, I was just like, yeah,
Did you
squid.
just have like a psychotic break or something?
Yes, I had a fucking psychotic break thinking about
You
squids.
just
I was
think like someone was like, yeah, the squid ending's the best. Yeah, you're right, voice in my head. The squid ending is the best. It is my favorite. I don't know why I suddenly sound like an anime protagonist, but I don't know why I just started doing that, but it was just something weird about the way you exclaimed that with such like force and pride.
God
Like you're
damn it.
rallying off of someone. Oh, you still got it. Nice.
I'm surprised.
I am too. But wow, they good.
Ow. That's not what I was expecting.
No.
No. Stop stabbing me.
Doing a lot of stabbing.
Cutting words.
Yes. That's what we come here for, Ivy.
Great.
But you can break that?
Yeah,
Oh,
you break it and all the swords stop.
I thought you just had to wait that out this whole time.
No, you break it.
Never knew that.
I think you can shoot it too.
Actually never knew that. I had no idea. Wow, that's trivializes that a little bit. That was like one of the hardest, most annoying things, was having to get behind cover and stay there. Wow. And he can't. You know what? You did it. He loves you so much. He gave you are like you're now the heir to.
I'm now the heir to his manor.
You're in the will. You're now like the heir to the manor. You are in the will. He loves you more than his own daughter, his own flesh and blood.
Do we have? Oh, we do have the constable's gloves. Yeah.
Hey, look at this snappy dresser. Oh, and now let's go say hi to your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go tell her that we've reconciled with the fault with well, I actually gave him a name earlier. Well, too bad. With your father-in-law. Just have to keep calling him that.
Whoosh.
Whoosh, indeed. I wasn't there before.
No, it wasn't.
Who did
Who
that?
put that there?
Who did that? Who did that? Bad. All right. Did you just take off his pants? What was that?
No, I took them off and put them back on. It was just bothering me that they were the only thing, part of his outfit that was actually covered in blood. So I took them off and put them back on again.
I was like, why'd you take off his pants? Gotcha. I understand now. I figured it out.
Dab.
The dab.
The dad. The dad!
Dad, m'lady.
Dad. M'lady.
I don't think I'm proud of that one, but I'm proud of that one. I take it back. I'm very happy and content with it.
Dad.
We did it. He did it.
Oh yeah.
Your father is done.
Your father's done.
And he's reconciled with the mother-in-law too, I guess.
Yeah.
Until
he betrays them and sends a mercenary after her.
He's the heir to the throne, so she's the only thing.
No, he
in
finds
his way.
out that they aren't actually Christians, and so he sends his fucking like church friends after them.
That goes completely against him being a good man. That goes completely against it.
Welcome home.
It's such a 180.
Very well.
Like he reconciles with the father and then just like sends a mercenary to kill the mother-in-law. Yeah. Yeah. Tubular. Why
Yeah,
not?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Gnarly. Yeah.
Dude.
Radical Christians.
Oh my god, I have so few blood vials.
Yes.
Dear God. So we're
I
at
guess
3
that's
hours. Should we?
A good place to end it for now.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
good place to end it.
I think we came
Another
some
satisfying arc. Oh my god, he looks. Oh, and the vest, fucking matches the pants too. Oh, it's so good.
It is very nice, yeah. It comes together well. He cleans up nicely.
Yep.
Your father.
Your father.
Well, I guess we'll be back
Dad.
Sunday, with more.
Yeah, we'll be
yeah.
back Sunday with more
Thank
of
you
this.
for the great stream, everyone.
Thank you for
We
being here.
love you.
Goodbye.
Good night.